¿Sabías que desperdicias 200 horas al año de tu vida lavando platos a mano? Amor, amor, deja de darle la espalda a los momentos que importan. Hay una mejor opción para no lavar los platos a mano. Empieza a usar tu dishwasher y Cascade Platinum Plus con el poder de Dawn para una limpieza profunda que elimine el...
Let's go. Baseball. Baseball. Baseball from Boston. We have the Red Sox playing the Phillies tonight in Boston. It's a home game. Gonna be some fun times here. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Differently, you see some of the numbers where they are in all of baseball. ERA, innings, whip. Tanner, 2 home runs allowed now. Nola gives up some home runs. They attack guys differently.
Hawk Day. It's Hawk Day. He's now at the point where we can say that, I think. I think he's good enough now to where we can, like, say that. But yeah, Tanner Houck is pitching today for the Red Sox. He's played 13 games this year, has a 6.5 win-loss record. I don't even know why I read that off. Why do I even read off the win-loss record? It's so irrelevant. 191 ERA. It's insane. 85 innings pitched with 84 strikeouts on the year. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola. He has a 2.77 ERA in 13 games played this year. 8.2 win-loss record with 84.1 innings pitched and 76 strikeouts. So it should be a pitcher's duel tonight. But you never know. Leading off for the Phillies is Kyle Schwarber. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of fucking Tuesday night where he literally hit a home run on the first pitch of the goddamn game. Nick Castellanos is batting second in right field. Bryce Harper is batting third at first base. Bryson Stott is batting fourth at second base. Edmundo Sosa is batting fifth at shortstop. David Dahl is batting sixth in left field. Whit Merrifield is batting seventh at third base. Garrett Stubbs is batting eighth at the catcher spot. And fucking Johan Rojas is batting ninth in center field. Leading off for the Red Sox is Jarren Duran in left field. David Hamilton is batting second at shortstop. Tyler O'Neill batting third in right field. Rafael Devers batting fourth at third base. Masadaki Yoshida is batting fifth at DH. Emmanuel Valdez is batting sixth at second base. Reese McGuire is batting seventh at catcher spot. Dom Smith is batting eighth in first base, and Ceddanne Rafaela is batting ninth in center field. 216. Ceddanne's hitting 216 right now. I feel like that's like the best it's been this year.
Brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today. WB Mason shipping and packaging supplies delivered with no expensive freight charges.
Yeah, I didn't stream last night's game, but we won. So back to 500 again. I think that actually is our 17th time hitting 500 this year, which is crazy.
A lot of that was the speed guys doing their work.
That's absolutely right, Dave. The Red Sox manager Alex Cora last night called it the do business. He said if you're doing the job.
I did watch the final out of last night's game. Final 2 outs. I went to the bathroom at work and I realized oh shit, the game's almost over, and I watched the end of it.
Is certainly a part of Jarren Duran and David Hamilton's game, which is making it very devastating on the opposition.
Jerry's going to lead off, and Hammy's swinging the bat well, and just like that, right? We know they're going to face lefties, but the thing with them, they're so good the first 7 innings that, you know, just try to create as much as possible early on. You know, if we have to pinch hit for Hammy, we'll do it later on in the game. But I do like it this way, kind of like right away having both. The way they get on base too, you know, is helping and put pressure on the opposition, and then see where it takes us. And we needed to catch up with the industry. You know, we're very slow the last 2 years. You know, not only offensively but defensively too. But it's fun to manage this way. Obviously, we're gonna run into outs. That's part of it.
Where'd you go?
The Reds do that thing too. The Nationals.
Oh, that's so cute.
Risk and reward, right?
He blends in so well.
We've been okay.
But I can see him.
Being efficient, there's certain times that, you know,
I
like,
can see you, Chester.
we get thrown out and it kind of like stops the momentum of where we at in the lineup. Then, you know, it doesn't make sense. But if you start putting the red light,
Wonder if you could see him on the stream.
then you're gonna take the aggressiveness out of it, and this is a way for us.
Nah,
to
it's too
produce
blurry.
runs.
Durant and Hamilton once again.
Unless you turn it up to 1080.
Last 6 games, Hamilton hitting .385 with Durant last night, recording his 7th 3-hit game. Rubber match from Fenway on the way. Starting aces, Tanner Houck and Aaron Nola, as Houck looks to lower his AL leading 1.91
you can't see
ERA.
shit.
Obi and Lou, take it to you next.
First pitch is 7:10, so
Instantly.
just like 3 minutes away.
Whether it's a dream you've had for a lifetime or a dream that's just getting started. The Chevy Trax and Chevy Corvette, both recognized as a Car and Driver 10 Best. For every dream, Chevy's got you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
This commercial is for shrubs. Those bushes around your house that you probably barely notice. But Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs can change that. With hydrangeas, roses, and more. All tried and tested.
Let's have
by
some fun
experts to
tonight.
ensure your success. So you can replace those plain shrubs with new ones that are more reliable and more colorful. Look for Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs in the right containers at Garden Center. Or learn more at ProvenWinnersColorChoice.com.
My clothes look fresh, but I need them to smell fresh too. That's why I add Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh. Still fresh, you nasty little goblins. Still fresh. Still? Still.
The fuck?
Still here. Still fresh.
Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection. Try Downy Unstoppables now for under $5.
Business can happen virtually anywhere, but there's nothing like being there. At National, you can skip the counter and choose any car in the aisle. Even manage your rental right from the app. So you can get in another round of meetings. Swing by to see one more customer. And really get down to business. Go National. Go.
Nissan, buckle up for an epic test drive at the Nissan Thrill of Summer Sales event. Seltzer, ditch the malt, add tequila, 88 calories. And by Yingling Traditional Lager, the iconic American lager made by the oldest brewery in America. Beautiful night in the low 80s tonight. Red Sox finishing up with the Phillies. Yankees in next. Tanner Houck on the bump, a night for aces. And he takes on his Philly lineup. It's brought to you by Nissan. Kyle Schwarber leading off. He's their DH. Castellanos, Harper, and Stott, followed by Sosa. David Dolan left with Merrifield at third. Garrett Stubbs doing the catching. Rojas in center. Facing the Red Sox starter, brought to you by BuyAToyota.com. Tanner Houck 6-5, 191. That minuscule ERA last 4 starts. The Red Sox have won all 4.
All right, let's take a look at the Red Sox defense presented by Bigelow T. Across the infield, you got Devers at third, Hamilton's at shortstop, Valdez at second, Smith will be at first base. In the outfield, left to right, Duran, Rafaela, O'Neill, and Reese McGuire will be doing the catching here tonight.
Your umpires tonight, Alex McKay is behind the plate. Conroy, Miller, and Thomas will take care of the bases. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Weather just delightful, 82, clear skies.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Well, beautiful night here. A couple of good pitchers on the mound. This should be a fun one here.
On every Cy Young conversation, Tanner Houck's name comes up these days. His first pitch, a chopper up the middle.
And it's a fucking base hit because no one can goddamn get to that. So a leadoff base hit on the first pitch of the game. Better than a home run on the first pitch of the game, though. Better than fucking giving up a home run on the first pitch of the game. Gave up a single. But, like, how do you fucking not catch that? 20 seconds, literally 20 seconds into this game, and they're already pissing me off. See, at least with the home run the other night, it's just like, alright, Kyle Schwarber's a really good hitter. But, like, y'all should have caught that. Someone should have fucking got that for a goddamn ground out.
We had a triple and a double last night. Now, their rotation aside, it's not a bad time necessarily to see the Phillies. Rome is out tonight. He's their top RBI guy. Bohm is right now at 52 runs batted in. Trey Turner and Real Muto also on the IL.
This rap ain't gonna work.
So that's like 4 bats. And that's why you look at this team, and yeah, you got Schwarber and Castellanos.
Fucking waste of money.
And then Scott's in that
It's
$4.
$1.
It's a little bit thinner down there, so it is a good time. No sympathy from the Red Sox, of course.
I mean, their rotation has been tremendous, but
1-1 count here to Nick Castellanos.
And a foul ball by Castellanos.
Fouled off.
Tanner Houck leading the American League in ERA. He is number 5 in innings pitched and number 2 in WHIP. You talked about that slider as the highest rated pitch in the majors.
Holy shit.
Every single pitch in baseball.
What did my AC just do?
Popped up, that'll drift back toward the box seats. Reese McGuire to give it a look, but off into the stands.
So you put a value on every pitch. His slider is a plus 15. I think the guy's in second. Like
my air conditioner just had a seizure.
Not only is it the best slider in baseball, it is the best pitch in baseball. And you see some of the numbers there. 171 batting average against. It's pretty much a 3-pitch mix. He'll mix in this cutter. It's a pitch he's still working on. But the slider split has been the biggest separator. Maybe the split finger, bringing that into the arsenal this year and having it being effective as it is.
Pitching arsenal presented by Audi. And Schwarber, the base runner. Phillies at 46-21. Many believe the best team in baseball. If not Philly, then the next team coming to town tomorrow, the Yankees. They lost in Kansas City 4-3 today.
Yeah, they did. I didn't watch that game, but I was following it.
Bryce Harper on deck.
So I wanted to see them lose.
That's a good club. They throw it. Right. Said it before. Kid last night, Sanchez didn't have it. Right. We're not seeing Suarez. He's another one. But you got 4 guys in your rotation. We're talking mid-June to have a sub-3 ERA. I mean, it's a nice bullpen to go with it. They catch the baseball. Dealing with some injuries in this lineup right now.
1-2. And he puts him
That's
away.
strikeout. Strike 3 to Nick Castellanos. So that's out number 1.
I mean, Tanner really does.
7 pitches into the game.
In the league. Like this slider right here, he adds about 5-6 inches in the offseason to a slider. Horizontal movement away from righties more than he had last year. It was already good last year. He adds about 3.5 inches of vertical drop on a split that's now swing and miss, and the sinker to go with it. It's a rough night for hitters. Balls are flying all over the place. Left, right, down.
Harper 282 with 15 home runs. Cracks that one to second. Valdez scampering.
That is out number 2. Nice play by Valdez there.
Down to second base goes Schwarber. And 2 gone.
Well, you know, the other night, kind of complaining about the double play depth. I'm still not crazy about it. But this one here, you're playing in a little bit more, maybe close to the bag. Valdez is not getting. This is going to be a first and third situation. So the depth and double play depth helps him there to at least get the out.
Here's Stott, the second baseman, 248, 5 home runs. Phillies, the top pitching team in the National League. They're number 2 in runs scored behind LA in the National League, and come very close the last couple of years.
Ball 1 to Bryson Stott.
In 6 games 2 years ago, and in 7 in the NLCS Arizona last year.
I thought they were putting that series away last year. A couple different occasions. Diamondbacks credit.
1-1, bounder up the middle.
And that'll be out number 3.
Sets him down. After the base hit, he gets
So after the top of the first inning, still tied 0-0. Gave up that 1 base hit to Kyle Schwarber, but then the next 3 guys got out.
Incredible, isn't it?
Well, with your home, auto, boat, and RV all bundled with Progressive, you've got the peace of mind you really want.
Yeah, I just hope it stays this way. Once word gets out about these places, they tend to. And there it is.
At least your vehicles are protected. Let's hit the road.
Hey, Sam. I am just at this beautiful lake that I just discovered, practicing gratitude, manifesting abundance.
Did you know some dish soaps don't remove all the grease, even with scrubbing?
What? I just cleaned them.
Try Dawn Platinum. It removes 99% of grease and food residue. That's why Dawn is trusted to save wildlife affected by oil. Dawn Platinum cleans to the squeak.
¿Quieres sacarle el máximo provecho a una sola hoja? Usa Bounty. Bounty está hecho para ser más resistente y más absorbente. Así que mientras las marcas corrientes no...
Tonight, McGuire catching. Dom Smith at first base and Rafael in center. It's the Phillies starting pitcher presented by PNC Bank. Aaron Nola 8-2, 277. 4-0 in his last 5, and the Phillies have won all 5.
Both these guys on a roll here lately. Nola, like you mentioned, 4-0, 153 his last 5. Houck his last 4, 3-0 with a 1-3-3. Something's got to give here. Both their teams been undefeated. Haven't lost in those starts.
Durant 3 hits last night. And he was robbed of 1 in the first inning by Bohm over there at third, and made a terrific lunging catch. But he and Hamilton right in the thick of the comeback. And
so leading off is Jarren Duran. He's at a 2-0 count right now.
In Hamilton's case of power, too, as he launched the home run. He's really playing well.
And he loaded all the lefties up. And really, righty-lefty, you know, righty's hitting 224. Lefty's only hitting 168 off Nola. But 8 home runs from left-handed hitters as opposed to 3 from righties. So you load up all the lefties. You don't worry about the bullpen. You look at Nola, say he's going to go 6-7 innings, right? Let's go get him.
Shot to center field. Rojas on his horse. That's going to be over his head. It'll skip.
That's going to be a double for Jarren Duran. There you go. He was thinking about going for 3.
He's been a triples machine. He's got himself a double.
Well, he gets a little hanging curveball and he smokes.
That was almost nipples.
What has to happen for Duran?
Almost showed some nipples right there.
Right? I mean, do you ever see it? He's usually all out getting doubles. He's all out getting triples. He thought twice about leading this game off, maybe pushing it a little bit too far. He'll take the leadoff double, flying around first base. He's thinking 3. Right about here, he's like, let's just stick where we are right now to start this game off.
Yeah, almost had a wheel come off.
Yeah.
Does have 10 triples. Most in the big leagues. Here's Hamilton. We had the mic on David last night, which was particularly fun when he launched the home run into the bullpen.
It's always nice to mic a guy up and hit a bomb. Surprised he's not wearing it tonight, even though we're not using it. after the night he had last night.
Not a bad idea. He was 2 for 4, 2-run shy. See, 367 his last 18 games.
And one of probably the best hitter the last 3 weeks.
I would agree.
I mean, multiple hits in 5 of his last 6 games. Smoking the ball all over the ballpark.
On the doorstep of hitting 300. Go back to that home run shot last night with 399.
Fastball right down the middle, and he's done a nice job of, that line drive stroke, right? Left center, pull the baseball on the line. This one here, he gets that head out. Point of contact out front a little bit more. It's a little launch mode.
1-2.
There's that knuckle curveball from Nola. Guys are hitting 179 off of it. Lefties are hitting 125. That's the ball, by the way, that Duran just hit that double on. When he hung it, he made him pay for it. It's a good pitch for him. Always has been.
You mentioned he can be susceptible to the long ball. He's allowed 11.
David Hamilton's up, 2-2 count to him, hitting 296 on the year, which doesn't even feel like it. So bad defensively that I forget that he's actually a good hitter.
Give that a look. Red Sox, of course, have been the definition of a 500 team. 2-2 in March, 15-11 in April, 12-16 in May, 5-5 in June.
17
ever
been 500.
Yeah. Ever since, I feel like the past 2 weeks, though, we've literally been the epitome of a 500 team. We will lose 1 game, maybe 2 games, and then we'll win the next 2, or lose the next, literally, I think it's literally gone back and forth the past,
That's some pretty interesting
week.
notes on this team in 68 games. Like the Red Sox 0-6 when they start a homestand.
Yeah, that's 2-11 last year, too. So,
swing and miss, put him away with a breaking ball. 1 down. Nola's pitching arsenal presented by WB Mason.
Yeah, you talk about that knuckle.
Yeah, the past 2 weeks, win, loss, win, loss, loss, win, win, loss, loss, win, win, loss, loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss, win. That's the past 3 weeks, but yeah.
Here's O'Neill, 252 and 11 home runs. Just a 195 batting average allowed by Nola to this point.
Up to bat is Tyler O'Neill. One out in the inning.
333 batting average off, much like we were talking about with Wheeler. Be aggressive early.
O'Neill 2 for 5 off him with a home run. Dominic Smith is the guy who's seen him most, 40 at bats in his career. He's batting 8. And Duran with the lead.
You mentioned loading up against lefties, and a lot of times managers don't want to do that, but it's really about the bullpen. They don't want to set up the other manager to make easy decisions, bringing in the lefties, and they got a couple of them that are pretty good. But when you're facing Wheeler, like they did against them, and Nola, you got a pretty good idea they're going 6, or maybe even 7. So you run your lefties out there and worry about the 8th. They got guys you can pitch hit late.
1-2 on O'Neill. Devers next.
Really, if you get to a lefty in the 6th, that's a win. Get this guy out of the game, right? So you'll take it, but that's why you got only 2 righties in this lineup, O'Neill and Rafaela.
Nola signed a 7-year, $172 million contract to stay with the Phillies in 2023. He was an all-star in 18. 1-2 to O'Neill. At short, Sosa knocks it down. The Rebel hold.
There you go. Why are you holding at second, Jared?
And put runners on first and second for Raffy.
O'Neill's looked a lot better here now. He had to take the day off, came out of that
I think it'll go down as an error, right? No, it was a base hit. All right, that's
now 6 for 12, having better at bats. It's good to see. Let's take a look at this Philly defense. As you mentioned, Bohm is out, so Whit Merrifield will be at third base. Edmundo Sosa is at shortstop. Scott is at second base, and Harper is at first. Left field, be David Dahl. Rojas in center, Castellanos in right, and Garrett Stubbs does the catch.
Devers in 282, 13 home runs. There's a couple of ducks on the pond right away, and he'll take the cutter downstairs, ball one. Rafael with his third triple of the season last night, as he went 2 for 4. Didn't have a triple last year. And a total of 3 over the last 4 years.
Tanner was able to get out of that first inning, man on second, without giving one up. You face a guy like Nola, you face all the good ones, right? That first inning, if you got a shot to get on him, that's when you want to do it.
1-1. Problem with Wheeler, of course, was he settled down very quickly after the Red Sox got to him in game 1 in that opening frame, and he was outstanding the rest of the game. Devers 1 for 8 with a double off this guy. Ground ball, Stott out there, back to first, and in time to turn the double play for 6-3, and Nola out of the inning.
So that's the end of the first inning.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Still 0-0.
Easy story. So
Got those 2 base
Nissan
runners on,
Rogue
but
Center
couldn't do
sales
nothing
review
with them.
test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says these cars are going fast, I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue, one of 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
What's up, Lucas? How you doing tonight? You enjoying your night? Maybe watching some baseball? Maybe some other... Well, actually, there's no other sports on right now. Actually, I think the Stanley Cup Final is starting a little bit.
They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Did you know there's a way to cut your dishwashing time by 50%? Try Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. It removes 99% of grease and grime in half the time. Dawn Power Wash has
Truex is retiring. That's at least what people think. Nothing's official yet. He is expected to retire tomorrow.
No score after 1. It'll be Sosa to lead things off here against Tanner. Houck gave up a leadoff single to Schwarber in the first inning. Then got the next 3 in succession. Sosa 286. He's hit 4 home runs. Shame that Tanner will not face the Yankees this weekend. Sets up really good outings against them. 12 career games against New York. His ERA is 2.06.
Yeah, it would have been good matchup. Up now is Edmundo Sosa.
Here, 5th in this rotation.
High chop. Hamilton up and gunning. 1 out.
Here he's battling for a spot. Giolito gets hurt. Next thing you know, boom, he's in here, and now he's going to find himself in Texas this summer.
Comforts of home, presented by Bernie and Phil. Shop now to receive up to $1,000 MasterCard reward card with qualifying purchase at Bernie and Phil's Furniture. Last 6 starts, 182 the earned run average. Opponents just 181. Just does not give up many.
That is insane. 181.
Focus on the last 6, or
opponents.
Just focus on all 13.
You think Truex gets a win this season? I mean, yeah, probably.
1-1 on Dahl, a .333 hitter since they brought him up recently.
You think about how far we've come with this guy here. You know,
Did he ever get a win in 2022?
He's a reliever.
I don't think he did.
And that's it. Were some of the numbers second time through, third time through?
Because I know he missed the
4 through 6,
playoffs.
The ERA was almost 9. And it was like, well, you got Bailey and Breslow in here. Let's see if they can just unlock something. Bailey changed his grip on his split. Streamlined his delivery.
I mean, yeah, he probably does end up getting a win this year, but also it could be one of those fucking things where it's like another Gibbs pulling a Gibbs where... Remember when Kyle Busch almost left, or when Kyle Busch left a few years ago, they just gave him all the shittiest cars for the rest of the year.
Not even quite in the middle of June, but he's in all those conversations. As we close in on the 70-game mark. Pitched another terrific game last time out in Chicago. 7 innings, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts. Didn't walk anybody. Ooh, look at McGuire coming up out of that crouch on the slider. He's about to gun it down. But a ball.
Go back door. Slider here. Ooh, didn't quite get all the way back. Still trying to steal it, though.
And then comes back with another one and strikes him out.
That's out number 2. Tanner Houck just being amazing. He's just insane. He's so fun to watch.
You know, he can throw it first pitch. Look, get me over. It's going to freeze a hitter.
He's my favorite pitcher on the team. Probably my favorite pitcher in baseball right now, honestly. Like, I don't really think there's any other pitchers that I enjoy watching more than Tanner Houck. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. I mean, he's literally the saving grace of this team, Tanner Houck is. I mean, I gave a base hit right there to Merrifield. Oh, there you go. Fucking
fire though into second base, and Merrifield will stay put at first with a single.
That's a really nice approach against this hitter. Sinker down and in. He's going to stay up the middle, but O'Neill does a nice job of cutting it off a little in between hop, but the gather. Bare hands, it gets it in quick. That's a big play by O'Neill. It keeps Witt off of second base here with 2 outs.
Yeah, that is a big L, but IndyCar is getting Fox next year.
Catching tonight, number 8 hitter, 179.
It's not really that big of a deal, though. I mean, we could share.
2 hits.
What do they say? Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. We could share. You know,
great both guys have been. There's no denying.
You can share Fox with IndyCar.
And you look up in the 8th inning, and it's 12-8.
I've seen that before.
Plenty of times. I don't expect that tonight, but not anywhere near that.
Be careful with Merrifield, too. He can still run. Not what he once was, but he's got 6 bags on the year, and he's been thrown out once.
Once led the American League in stolen bases with 40. The count goes to 3-0. He's only walked 15 men this season.
And that's been a huge area. The walk rate, 4.5. That's like 91st percentile. Last year was 8.9. It's almost doubled. Nice job reducing the walks, and that was a big thing last year. It's like, listen, we can see the stuff, we can see the movement. Got to get you in the zone more.
It is kind of ridiculous, though, that IndyCar gets, like, usually not even half the viewership that NASCAR does. And every single one of their races is going to be on the big Fox channel yet. NASCAR is still going to have some races on FS1. You know? That don't make too much sense to me.
2 down, Merrifield running. And lined into right center field, and Valdez with a dive couldn't come up with it. Merrifield down to third and stops there. So a pair of singles with 2 down here for Philadelphia.
And he comes back, he throws a 3-1, he's going to throw a 3-2. Here comes that slider again. You see Valdez making an effort to it, just can't get to it up the middle. He's playing a little bit up the hole. Wouldn't hit very hard. Get yourself in a little bit of a jam here with 2 outs.
Number 9-man Rojas, who can really fly, 232, 2 home runs. First and third for the Phillies. So 3 early hits for the Fightin' Phils. Two starts ago, Houck did not allow a man to reach until the 5th inning.
Is Lee Diffie replacing Rick Allen? That's what I heard. So, like, not this weekend. Rick Allen is apparently going to be going, doing the races up until the Olympic break. Up until the Olympic break, and then after that, apparently Lee Diffie's taking over for the rest of the season. But Rick Allen would still be in the Xfinity booth. I don't know if I really like that.
Time to get there, and he's got it. 2 stranded.
I personally like Lee Diffie. I think he's a good commentator. But for the typical NASCAR fan, I don't know if they're going to like having an Australian commentator.
You love the players. You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
Brickwood is in Birmingham, which is the area that was the climax of the civil rights era, right? Where we saw the videos and the footage of black protesters, nonviolent black protesters, being sprayed with the water hoses and then attacked by dogs. And so you have these images, and then you also have these players that are now on this field combating that. They're not just fighting for how many wins they could get, but they're fighting for their rights to just walk and live freely. It wasn't just entertainment that was played on that field. It was a lot of empowerment.
Let your voice be heard with the 2024 MLB All-Star Ballot presented by BuildSubmarines.com. That's right. You get to decide who represents your team at the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard this summer in Arlington.
A reminder that tomorrow night, Game 1 against the Yankees, the start time is rescheduled for 6:30.
I don't get why they only moved it up to 6:30. Remember a few years ago, like, when the Bruins were in the Stanley Cup Finals, they moved the Red Sox night game up to a total day game, but they're just moving this game up by 30 minutes. I don't really get the point of that. It's probably going to be rain delayed anyway.
Moss of the DH 268 with 2 home runs. Just got back in the lineup a couple nights ago after the long stay on the IL with that thumb injury. Batting stats presented by your local New England Honda dealers. He missed 37 games. Popped up down the line. That'll continue to move off into the stands.
500 Sox go below 500 once the Yankees are done chewing them up like a piece of gum. The Yankees are, well, the Yankees are probably the best team in baseball right now. But we don't talk about that.
You got to mix all of these guys in, try to keep some of your hot bats in the lineup.
Coding overloaded. How about we not do that here? There we go.
Red Sox have gone 24-11 when they score the first run, 10-23 when they don't. A high fly to left field, driving back Dahl to the track.
That'll be out number 1.
1 down.
Masataka Yoshida, who is finally back. Masataka is finally back.
50-50 raffle. Buy tickets at redsox.com/5050.
Oh, crap top overloaded.
To win half of the jackpot. See official rules for full details.
Valdez 188.
Jaden, how about you give me a new laptop for my
Big hit
birthday?
last night, pinch hit in the 5th inning, hit the go-ahead 2-run double. Hamilton with a 2-run homer in the 6th inning. Nola has been extremely durable throughout his career. Since 2018, he's pitched more innings than anybody in baseball. Over 1,100 innings.
I think one year I offered to get you something for your birthday, and you were like, no. You like refused to let me. I was like, give me your address so I could send it to you, and you just didn't.
Better with guys on base, better from the stretch. Really kind of turned a corner. He's already great.
Perhaps a computer, yeah.
So far, it's been a lot of that curveball sinker mix. Four-seamer's been so good, but Wheeler the other night threw that four-seamer early, and then really started dotting that sinker, running it in on righties. Noah's starting off the same way. Kind of going to that sinker more than the four-seamer.
Go back to that shot last night.
Well, this was a big one. Game was tied 4-4. Connor Wong's on first.
But yes, they did, like I said, they did move up the start time of the Red Sox-Yankees game for tomorrow to accommodate the NBA Finals, which still, like I said, I just don't understand why they're only moving it up by 40 minutes. That doesn't really make much sense.
For the Red Sox.
You know, there's still going to be overlap.
Pretty well last 9 games.
Yeah, he has. Hitting .308, 3 homers, 10 RBI since he got recalled from Worcester. Just looks like a different hitter. Using left center more. Got a little pull happy when he was up here late, wanted to pull the ball. It really worked on him closing his front side a little bit longer, just reacting in, but kind of staying up the middle of the ballpark. He's been driving it the other way, like he did last
But yeah, I'll be live at 6:20 tomorrow, but also, at, like I said, in my community post, that'll be a base hit off the wall. There you go. That'll be a double. Emmanuel Valdez. Nice. But yeah, I think there's going to be rain tomorrow. Honestly, I would not even be surprised if the game tomorrow just gets totally postponed entirely. I'm expecting to stream the NBA Finals tomorrow night. That's my guess. But we gotta just wait it out, you know?
He's pull happy. That's just a roll over to first base. But instead gets himself in score position.
So McGuire trying to pick him up. He's down to 220 with 3 homers. Gonna rip this one into right field.
There you go. There you go. Let's go, Reese. That's gonna score a run. Hell yeah.
Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. Back-to-back doubles.
That's 3 doubles they've gotten on this curveball that has been fantastic.
Look at the Budweiser can. It's like America. It's like America can. It's cool. It's the Folds of Honor can.
Reese McGuire just ambushes hitting curveball the whole time. Drives it out to right field for the first run. That's big to get on the board.
4 hits already off Nola.
What did you say about Harvick?
Subs would like a word as Dom Smith gets ready to dig in. We mentioned this, that Dominic Smith has seen this guy often in his career. 40 at-bats against Nola. Has 10 hits. One of those are home runs. Also struck out 16 times.
Oh, the Budweiser cup. Yeah.
RBI opportunity here with 1 down and a run in.
He did indeed drive the Budweiser car. What's the holdup here?
It's been pretty much fastball, but the 4-seam and the sinker, and a lot of curveballs. And right now, the Red Sox are just sitting on that curveball. No changeups, and that's a pitch he likes throwing to lefty.
All right, so Dom Smith up to bat. That'll be fouled off for strike 1.
Nola's talked about the fact he doesn't throw 97. He said there are different ways to get guys out. You don't have to throw 96, 97. He said it would be nice to throw 97, sure, but physically I can't do it. No.
And that'll be a base hit. There you go, Dom. Hell yeah. That'll score a run. It's going to be a 2-0 game. Hell yeah. Let's go. Get above 500 now.
3 consecutive hits.
Fastball up, he just sort of muscles this thing. You see an elevated heater, inner half. Doesn't get all of it, but he gets enough of it. Drops it in there. McGuire ends up scoring.
But Jaden, it's America can.
3 straight hits.
It's got America on it.
Rafaela 216 with 7 homers.
Nice take. Sadan, we know
So comes Sadan, my man.
Cutter off the dish to get the swing, and he sort of spits on it.
You get excited about when he takes ball 1.
In reverse, the scouting report be 1-0 an awful lot.
That's been rare.
Strike 1, so 1-1 count here.
You know, his report's out there. He is a free swinger. You throw a little 0-2 breaking ball.
Come on, Sadan.
We'll swing at it. As a
Do some.
Discussions have started. Like, hey,
hit a 2-run bomb.
First pitch. More times than not, you're going to be 1-0. They're throwing you balls.
He had a pair of hits last night.
It's fouled off 1-2.
Yeah, how'd that go? No, not good. Of course, he probably hit the first slider off the wall too, so he didn't care. But this one's a little different animal, and still work in progress. Learning up in the big league level, getting that approach from Sadan. It's about getting better month to month.
Duran on deck, 1 out. Atlanta beat the Orioles today.
So Jaden, I'm actually gonna have a fucking like crossover shit at New Hampshire. So my favorite Red Sox podcast, Section 10, they're like going to New Hampshire for the race. There you go. That's off the wall. Sadan, there you go. So I'm gonna like be able to meet my favorite baseball guys at a NASCAR race, which is weird.
Another curveball. I mean, it must be just sort of, they're fighting up there, but maybe looking for this breaking ball because this isn't a bad pitch. But you know what? Rafaela can expand the zone and he can still make contact.
Before I meet Kyle Busch, I checked all the driver appearances and he's not there. He's not doing any driver appearances at New Hampshire.
Out there right now for Durant.
Red Sox have 4 doubles here in the first couple of innings. Durant had the first one.
All 4 doubles on his best pitch.
Dude, the VIP passes are like bullshit. Why would I looked at that shit, it's like $800. Like, why would I buy that? I could just watch the race from the stands, you know?
2 runs in. There's a shot into right field.
That's gonna score 2 runs. Hell yeah! Come on, Sadan. Come on. There you go.
It's a night for 2 bases.
There you go.
Already with a couple of them. Red Sox
Who doesn't love it? $800 for garage access. Like, does anything cool actually happen in the garage to fucking be worth $800? Am I really gonna pay $800 to watch fucking Tyler Reddick pick his nose? No, like I don't need that.
5 doubles in an inning and a third.
I'd do it for like $100.
Ends up Hamilton. He struck out first time up.
$100? Get me in the garage. I'm doing it.
Red Sox ahead 4-0. A high pop up. That'll keep on moving off into the stands.
When you talk about facing a guy like, you had opportunities in the first, right? First and second, couple out, double play, but you want to get a guy like this early in the bottom of this order. Valdez, McGuire, Smith, Rafaela, and Durant cleaning it up. Jump on him early.
Well, Hamilton trying to add to the fun. He's been scorching the ball.
There's a little cambio.
I mean, I've been in the garage area before. It's like, it's cool, you know? But it's not worth $800.
Only one out. Nola getting hit, and the 1-1. And another one flying into left field. Dahl backing up, reaching for the wall, leaps up.
Oh, wow, that was a great catch.
Two down, here comes Tyler O'Neill.
So far, you just sort of love this approach. We're able to stay back enough to hit a very good curveball.
I need to refresh this clock thing because I think that's what's causing the problems.
He reacts and pulls it. Swing the bat well here tonight.
Sox with 7 hits, 5 doubles. Here's O'Neill. He's 1 for 1 with a single.
Keeps freezing.
Nola's certainly a guy who can get on a roll big time.
No, it definitely is the coolest experience you could get at any sporting event.
Burns and the legendary Tom Seaver for consecutive strikeouts, 10 in a row.
Courtside at NBA is pretty close, but
we've seen it a couple of times, right? It was the start of Crochet out in Detroit, put some runs on him. Then when we didn't put enough early on, same thing with Wheeler. He had some opportunities. We're going to put up as many as you can against this guy early.
0-2. O'Neill, the 8th man to hit in the inning.
A lot of times you let him off the hook, especially that Crochet out in Detroit. Oh, you let him off the hook. Next thing you know, he was dialed in and shut you down just like Wheeler did here in Game 1. This guy can still
Tyler O'Neill's up. 0-2 count on him right now.
One game the Red Sox felt they were going to be up against
ball
it
1.
in Chicago against him. And he's the real deal.
Oh, he's legit.
Nola has thrown 27 pitches this inning. Valdez got it going with the first of the doubles.
Yeah, it's kind of a long inning so far.
4 of this frame.
This is a guy that came.
The pace of this game is pretty slow. We should be probably in like the 3rd inning by now.
Average against. They got 7 knocks on them already. Of course, he's 4th. Wheeler and Suarez at 1 and 2. Imagine they got 4 guys in the top 4 batting average against. Yep. Pretty good rotation.
2-2.
It's fouled off.
Keep making them work.
And it's like there's so much you can still see without a garage pass too. Like, you know, I met Corey LaJoy last year without a garage pass. I met Dale Jr. last year without a garage pass. You know.
Tyler with a single in the first. A little dribble here to the first baseman.
Would you actually want to do that, Jaden?
To the pitcher. And that is all. Red Sox though.
Like we meet up in Charlotte, get VIP passes. I like if you were dead ass down, I'd probably do that.
Make room cause we moving in, yeah. With my team we aim to win, yeah. Right now the show begins. We gon' bring it to the house for the whole team. 3 plays, 3 wins for the whole team.
Get your girls out this summer with Pepsi.
VIP passes to the championship race probably be super cool. I don't know if I ever want to go to a championship race if it's going to be in Phoenix. You know, I want to go to fucking Homestead, bro.
Intensity dock gives you total control. I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent.
Homestead's where it's supposed to be at.
Or turn it down for subtle freshness. Nice and light. Enjoy 40 days of freshness your way. And my way feels great. Try new Febreze car, and you could win free gas for a year.
So Jaden, next week, How are you going to be watching the race when I'm in New Hampshire? Like, you're not going to have the stream. Like, it's going to be awkward for you guys, you know? Like, you guys usually watch the race and then you have my stream open, like, but now you
Back
just...
here at Fenway, Red Sox on top.
Will it feel like an empty
Top of the
hole?
third inning, and guys, Tanner Houck, no question that he's having himself a year. He's going at least
Will it just
5
be an
2/3
empty hole,
in each
like-
of his starts this season. Chatted with Red Sox pitching coach Andrew Bailey about him. He says Tanner's been special in every start, and it really started in the offseason. Said when you're on a run like this, it can get scary when you may feel like you want to do something different. So we've been keeping him consistent, using tools to help him
Bring
recreate
5
some of the
battery
plays that he
banks
really
and
likes.
stream the
That's
race.
important. Bailey says they've challenged him.
It wouldn't even be, like, good if I did that. Like, it wouldn't even be good. Because, like, you wouldn't be able to hear me. Like, I'd literally just be filming cars going by.
In for a
Like,
strikeout, Schwarber got a base hit off him in the first inning.
A little bit off right now with the control. We saw it towards the tail end of last.
but then again,
year.
I'd watch that. I'd watch that. Somebody filming that.
Comes back 2-2.
That's the thing. He just used
My battery actually survives
his slider and
pretty
split it very
long.
good
Like,
to get back
for the
to
fact that this is
like
a,
he's done here to Schwarber, back
I think,
to
a
back.
3-year-old phone.
Behind
It's
2-0,
actually,
here's a couple of sliders, right? 2-2.
Throw that anytime he wants for a strike.
Anytime, any place.
Fouled away by Schwarber, who is the only player ever to have hit a home run in the Little League World Series, the World Series, and the World Baseball Classic.
wow.
He came up as a catcher with the Cubs. 2-2. Down he goes. Slider puts him away. 1 out.
That's what we're talking about, right? If there was a couple get-me-overs to get back into this count, and then this one. Oh, forget about it. Back down on the knee for Schwarber. No chance. But I pray you can lay off it.
Number 3. It was his first one, Castellanos. You and I were watching him take some batting practice today. There's a lot to like about him.
He can hit.
He can hit.
Oh,
Past Valdez for a single.
that's a base hit for Nick Castellanos.
That'll be their 4th hit. All singles so far against Tanner Houck.
You can tell they're kind of what they want to do with Houck, which is the right approach, right? Get in the middle of the plate and stay on. Don't try to do too much. Hit the ball the other way. Saw Merrifield do the same thing. Dangerous hitter here.
Bryce Harper 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. Last night was the first time the Phillies have lost a game when he has driven in a run. Now 22-1. They'll roll that one foul, strike 1.
This is where this lineup does look a lot different with some of the guys. Bohm's just not in there tonight. Realmuto, Turner, Marsh. And after Harper, Stotts is a good hitter. Sosa, Dahl gets down that bottom of the order. So really maneuvering this top 3 is going to be big for him all night.
And Bohm's actually their top RBI man, taking the night off. But as we said a couple innings ago, if you're going to face these guys and the caliber of their pitching, this is not the worst time.
No.
As the Red Sox try and take the series, here's the 1-1. Shot to center.
Bryce Harper, that's going to be out number 2.
And Stott will be next.
2024 MLB All-Star Ballot presented by Built Submarines is now open. Vote daily for your favorite Red Sox player at MLB.com/vote.
One thing the Red Sox were not doing at all for Tanner Houck the early part of the season, back in April, the early days of May, was score runs for him. He was the tough luck guy. That's changing a little bit. Certainly tonight, he's got a 4-0 advantage. And in for a strike on Stott, who's 0 for 1.
He had, in 3 of his wins, I think the first couple was like 12 runs, 9 runs. He did beaten Detroit 14-2. So like this run support seems very high when you look into it.
Shoulder bunt spins away.
In his 5 losses, they've scored 1.4 runs a game. He's got a couple no decisions where he went 6 innings, 1 run. You know, he's thrown the ball great. You look at his numbers and you sit there and say 6 and 5. How's this not 9 and 3, 10 and 2? Good 4 here tonight.
Chester.
Only a 200 batting average for the year against him. Line of a foul. He's got the splitter there, 2-2. It's a pitch that he's talked about a lot. It's third in usage for him overall this season, but it took the better part of 3 years to develop that split as a reliable pitch. It certainly is now. Castellanos with a short lead at first, 2 away. Did he offer? He sure did. He strikes out Stott. He gets 2 Ks in the inning and 1 left.
So that's the end of the 3rd inning. We head to the 4th inning. Red Sox up 4-0, thanks to that 4-run 2nd inning.
But proven winners color choice rubs can change that.
Oh, that's the middle of the 3rd. Sorry, we're going to the bottom of the 3rd.
All tried and tested by experts to ensure your success. So you can replace those plain shrubs with new ones that are more reliable.
I was like, I swear I just saw Bryce Harper fucking hit.
Proven winners color choice shrubs in the white containers at garden centers. Or learn more at provenwinnerscolorchoice.com.
Where's my dog?
Whether it's a dream you've had for a lifetime or a dream that's just getting started, we bring our best to make sure they come true. The Chevy Trax and Chevy Corvette.
I have a
both
dog.
recognized as a Car and Driver 10 Best. For every
He's
dream,
a really good
Chevy's got
dog,
you. Chevrolet,
and I love him a
together,
lot.
Let's drive.
Arby's understands if you need a steak knife to get into these supremely stacked burgers. But don't forget, teeth are just mouth now. Arby's, we have the meats.
Donating your car can change a veteran's life. The process is simple. Fill out the form and a
Why would I
member of our
donate
team
my
will call you
car?
to arrange picking up your car.
I don't care if you're
Visit vehicles for
God
veterans.
himself. I'm not giving you my car.
You love the players. You love the game. Now you can own baseball.
I don't have a car.
MLB Auction lets you
Or a
bid on
license.
game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item.
Yeah, I
is
saw the Ryan
MLB
Blaney
authenticated
stuff.
to ensure the item
I actually
ships
saw it
directly
before
to
you
your
sent it to
home.
me, but I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
Baseball 4-0. Last half of the 3rd inning. Rafi Devers, who's not been part of it, hit in a double play his only at bat.
Yeah, apparently that's a tweet that he sent like 12 years ago.
This is the way the season's gone for the Red Sox. Facing a guy like this, who had allowed 60 hits in 84 innings, and a Red Sox jump on him for 7 hits and 5 doubles.
Those 5 hits last inning, the most hits he's given up in an inning.
Okay,
all year
Jaden.
long.
What race for the remainder of the year are you most excited about?
Gets the out. Rafi's over 2.
For the remainder of this year, what race are you most excited about?
4-0 to another very good starter.
I'm really excited about Iowa, but I've kind of lost a lot of that excitement because apparently a lot of the drivers say the track sucks.
For a team that's at 500, there are big swings either side.
I'm really looking forward to the Brickyard 400. I think that's it for me. Probably the Brickyard 400.
So 34 and 34 makes sense.
Well, I think you see that with youth, you know, on certain nights, last night or even last game in Chicago, where it's like, you see what the youth can do. It can put pressure on, you know, when they're swinging it, it's impressive. But with youth comes inconsistency. So you see it, and you're like, there it is. Look, I got 5 doubles off this guy. It's the most doubles he's given up in a game in his career. You know, maybe
Chicago,
the
yeah.
for a while, and maybe defense will falter.
Daytona, even though it isn't the regular
It's kind
season.
of expected because you got some guys here, a lot of guys in this team right now that have less than, forget about 3 years, less than 2 years in the league.
Yeah, Homestead should be fun.
guy's been one of the hardest guys.
Homestead's probably top 5 best tracks.
Yoshida trying to find his swing. Will guide that little two-hopper up the middle.
Okay, Jaden.
Balance gets him
Through this point of the year so far, what race do you think has been the best?
I think they'll be patient with Yoshida. You know, it's not going to come right away. We know at times, too, like this is an issue, right? The roll over to first or second base, but only had a couple of games in rehab. They really kind of like to have that bat in the middle of that lineup, get him going.
He's hit 5th. Valdez a double and a
Jaden, you should just go to Homestead this year. Yeah, that one is pretty hard.
Red Sox ripped off 5 straight hits off Nola.
I think Bristol probably was the best race so far this year. I really enjoyed Daytona, the Daytona 500. But that was also just like, I don't know, the Daytona 500 for me was just one of my favorite like memories, like recent memories that I've had, just having my friends there. Yeah, granted I fucking injured myself right after the race. But
on Saturday and Sunday on national TV, Fox and then ESPN. Tomorrow night starting at 6:30, Bayo against Heel. In their strike, 2-1.
And obviously Kansas was really fucking good, as always.
Four-seamer. He has more on a normal night. It's a pitch that Wheeler had a lot of success with.
Little ground ball, that's fair. Harper will flip. And it's a 1-2-3 for the Sox. Here in the 3rd.
They not like
Hey,
us.
what's up,
They
amigo?
not like
Don't
us.
freak,
They
but
not
I
like
kinda messed
us.
up. My only nice shirt with barbecue excellence. Well, just throw it in the wash. This bottle says I need a pre-treat. That's your problem. That stuff has way more water. Tide wings better. Okay, so I don't need to use a full cap for large loads? Nope. A little bit of Tide goes a long way. So you could save money too. Nice. More money for nights.
Yeah, it really is difficult. I kind of asked the question and I was like, I don't think this will be that hard. But then I tried to think of it, and I was like, wait, actually this is a very hard question.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry.
I enjoyed Talladega a lot too.
I hear that. That's why we protect all your vehicles here. But hey, nothing wrong with sticking it to the boss.
Oh, Flo, you're gonna take that? Why would that concern me? Because you're aren't you?
Huh. We never actually discussed hierarchy.
Okay, why don't we just stick to letting Dave know how much he can save when he bundles his home or auto with his boat or RV?
Wait, I thought Jamie was the boss.
It's funny because I'm not boss material.
This is what you've been waiting for, folks. This guy is off the charts special.
This guy is as scorching hot as anybody in baseball. What a masterful.
What if a race Kyle Busch wins this season? What if Kyle Busch wins like Martinsville? Like, what if Kyle Busch wins Martinsville, where it's literally follow the leader for 500 laps? What if he wins Watkins Glen, where the race is like over in under 2 hours again?
Always happy to have Alex Burr, the Boston Globe, joining us, and we come on the air talking about a pitcher's duel. One guy gives up 4 right away.
The baseball season is going to confound you a lot of the time.
Sure will, and all those doubles in particular. Tanner Houck, however, trying for his 7th victory of the season, coming in at 6-5 with a 191. How impressed have you been with what he has done, becoming the ace of this staff? And not many people were predicting that. Everybody liked the stuff, but in spring training, he was battling for a spot in rotation.
Yeah, let's be honest. If Giolito hadn't had Tommy John surgery or the internal brace procedure during spring training, then there's a chance that Houck would have been squeezed out of the rotation and been a bullpen guy. So this is a pretty dramatic change of fortunes. Obviously, he was terrific all spring, as was everyone in the rotation competition. And what he's been able to carry into the season, the way that he is attacking the strike zone, throwing everything in the strike zone, that's That's been the key to this whole thing.
Why? Why do you want that, Jaden?
Especially left-handed hitters would get a lot of walks against him in the past. Not happening anymore. Called strike, boom.
It's a ground ball charged by Hamilton.
Oh, that was close. That's safe. They might look at that.
Sosa got up that line quickly and beat it.
Him using his foot speed to try to get this ball.
No, they're not gonna.
If they want to take a look at it or not,
take a
but
look at it.
he charges this ball on a run, tries to get rid of it. There's a couple of steps, a step or two, maybe more than he would have liked to get rid of it quicker. Might have been able to get him.
Couldn't he just come back at the end of this season?
Infield knock.
Or does he have like one
question
more year on his
I know in spring
contract?
training they were engaged in some contract extensions with Houck. I think a lot has changed in the last 2.5 months, given his performance. But what would it even look like? Like, he's got more time than, say, a guy like Bayo, right? Is it 4 years of arbitration left? He's one of those unique guys. What would it look like if there was one?
Plus team
First
option.
of all, a lot different than it would have in the spring.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they
And
definitely
at
want
that
to keep
point,
him.
The extension conversations are happening at a time when he is a swingman. He's starting sometimes, or maybe he's a multi-inning bullpen guy who's a real asset in that fashion. But yeah, it's going to be a very different conversation. He's not a Super 2. He's going to be a full 3+ years of arbitration, 3+ year arbitration eligibility guy this coming off season. And so you're absolutely correct. He has a lot more service. He'll be at a lot more service time than Bayo was. Bayo was at the 1 year. So you would expect that there would be a much higher average annual salary because he's about to start earning 7-figure salaries through the arbitration process at the beginning of the contract.
Called a big swing, but he'll pop it up. Hamilton would like to take it in shallow center for the first out.
And so you do start gaming that out with the kind of, $75 million to $100 million guarantees, and that's kind of where the conversation will start if there's one to be had.
I'm sure Breslow, we just showed, I'm sure he loves us having this conversation.
Tanner's going to be 28 on June 29. He'll take on Whit Merrifield here. Was singled off him in the second inning. Red Sox ahead 4-0, fourth inning. And that did get him. First hit batsman of the ball game.
Oh, that hit him.
Home plate umpire McKay didn't wait. Ruled on that immediately, and there will be no review there. So Phillies will have runners in first and second.
Yeah, he just sort of lost this slider.
Yeah, that hit him.
Look at that one.
Ooh,
Just
that was
clipped
close,
that elbow
though.
guard. Looked like Merrifield didn't really react.
I always forget that you can challenge a hit by pitch call.
Take the base runners, though.
I always think that's weird.
That's a spot where he missed all the time last year, and he would miss. Andrew Bailey has talked about this at various times. 2 to 4 inches off the arm side of the plate. That's where a lot of the pitch counts got run up. The walks started happening. The hit by pitches. This year, he's moved his position on the rubber a little bit, a few inches over towards the first base side, which has created a cleaner lane for him, getting over starting off over the middle of the plate and then working to both edges. And the difference has been considerable where that's an exceptional outcome.
But is that an actual legitimate conversation?
Like,
do we actually think Kyle's going to go back to
There's
JGR?
times when he's finding it,
I mean, I don't
again,
think
fall
so.
behind guys, just missing in that spot. You're talking about up and away.
It's been a little bit different. The in zone range has been down a little bit tonight, but
in there for a strike on Stubbs.
When it's over the plate, there's still a lot of deception, and so you still get a lot of guys with funny looks on their faces. It's like, wait a second, you're telling me that sinker moved that much?
It's amazing the difference a new pitching coach can make. New pitching team swung on, and that'll be flying down the right field line, off into the stands.
Health, too.
And health.
That's a pretty big one for him, because we should not forget what we saw at different intervals towards the start of Tanner Houck's career, right? Like, he was one of the only bright spots for the Red Sox in 2020. Let us not speak of it again. In 2021, he was extraordinary in stretches of the second half. You might remember that 5 perfect innings he had on the final weekend of the season against the Nationals. There were some dazzling performances in the postseason that year. We'd seen a very good pitcher. It's just 2022, very unhealthy. 2023, recovering from not being healthy. And then when it seemed like he was getting ready to go on a run, got hit in the face by a line drive.
Yeah.
And so those 2 years were not exactly indicative of who Tanner Houck is, but the combination, health and a different philosophy, different attack, has been great.
Well, in a bit of a bind here, 1 out, 2 on. Sosa at second, Merrifield on at first. And a 2-2 to Garrett Stubbs. And he hangs in there.
Yeah, we don't talk about
It's possible, not likely.
The
Full season of
injuries going into
sponsorships,
a
and why
season.
not? Though.
You know, this offseason, there's 3 guys that stood out to me. Now, before they traded him, Chris Sale was going to have a first healthy offseason in a while. Yep. You see what he's doing. This guy had surgery last offseason, so it's his first healthy offseason in a while. Whitlock was the other one. Now,
come back.
Is hurt again, right? But the other 2 guys that finally had healthy off seasons are dealing right now.
And the stuff that Whitlock was showing at the beginning of the season was filthy, right? Like, there were really impressive stretches there. And that is everything. That offseason is the opportunity for a pitcher to fill up the tank, because you're only depleting it once the season gets underway. And when you're starting from a point where it is not a full gas tank, then you're going to run out of gas faster than you would otherwise.
McGuire out for a consult here. Your earlier point about health. Whitlock came into camp in such terrific shape. You know, it looked like he was loaded for bear this season. And another unfortunate injury.
Yeah, it's a bit heartbreaking for him and for a lot of people around the Red Sox, because he obviously was not taking that health for granted. He had worked incredibly hard to be in position to be the best version of himself, kept kind of tweaking the delivery to the point where it seemed like he had the mix that might work for him. Whether or not
what is going on
some
here?
of the new pitches that some of the new pronation might have played into the injury, tough to say, but it is that one was a tough blow.
2-2. Another one fouled away.
Fouled
Still
off.
being really pesky here with a couple of base runners and 1 away.
So, Alex, I wanted to ask you about Nick York, who's recently promoted to AAA, and really the infield's up here, right? With Hamilton and Valdez and Westbrook, it's right here. So there's an opportunity for him to go up and play. And he's had a great first week. The numbers weren't great in Portland.
That's going to drop in there with the split.
That would be a strikeout. There you go.
After a long battle.
That was a long AB.
And Houck wins that. And 2 gone.
That's a great pitch by Tanner. We talked about that split. He throws it for strikes. He can bury it as well. Look, just turns it over. Bottom of the zone. Nicely done. It's a big out for Tanner. But the numbers weren't great, but maybe some of the underlying numbers were.
Yeah, they were very encouraged by a couple of things. They had given him kind of homework entering into the year of cut down the strikeout rate, check. He was down by about 5 percentage points in that. Cut down the chase rate, check. He was down by about 5 percentage points in that. So they were looking at a guy who had taken on more of a line drive approach than last year, where he was really trying to make an effort to hit the ball in the air. And the resulting hitter was a very promising one, even though, as you point out, those surface level numbers weren't great, but they saw him taking a progressive step forward in his career.
Rojas takes one outside, backhander by McGuire. First and second, 2 away. In an inning that has been a bit of a struggle for the Red Sox ace, an infield hit. And a hit batsman, but he just fanned Stubbs after a long fight. He is up to, with this next one, 69 pitches. And the 1-1 hammered into left field. A bit of a bobble there, but everybody's going to be safe.
This game's 69 on the year, so they got to win this.
Play, and that's going to load up the bases on a hit by Rojas.
Yeah, Devers is kind of playing in, respecting the speed of Rojas, who can fly, almost forcing him to swing it. And he just hits a chopper that it's over his head because he's in so shallow. Hamilton just knocks it down. That's all he can do. And now you got a big spot here in this game with Schwarber.
Yeah, you really hear those Philly fans, too. They were hearing great numbers. Phillies have loaded them up with 2 down for Schwarber.
Bases are loaded.
Whiffed. Hit 2 bombs in game 1.
As you mentioned, it's a battle here for Tanner. 70 pitches now here in the top of the 4th. Big one here, big out.
2 down.
If we're gonna give up a grand slam to anyone, it's gonna be Kyle Schwarber.
Slider that Schwarber struck out on
Or
last time,
or
and
Bryce
had that
Harper.
same kind of coming unhinged swing against in that prior plate appearance.
Remember the first night, Crawford got him with a split, and the next at bat he's sitting on it and he hung one. He hit it.
Please get him out.
Yeah, better not repeat the patterns too often.
Gotta execute.
With a 1-1. Every Philly fan in the building thinking the same thing. One big swing.
Come on, Tanner.
Ball filled up. And he misses away. 3-1.
We're talking about the top of the order.
You don't want to walk him. You do not want to walk him here.
Best way to pitch to them is to have nobody on in front of them, right? 3-1, you got to come into a guy with a good eye.
Shot to center.
Come on, get it. Oh, God. Oh, that's going to score 2 runs, maybe 3. Yeah, it's going to score 3 runs.
Suddenly a 1-run game thanks to
Oh, God.
Repeats of pitches. He had to get back in the count. He's used his slider a lot here tonight to get back in the counts. And this time here, 3-1. This is really kind of one trying to steal a strike, get me over. He kind of just leaves it up right down the middle of the plate. Schwarber puts a swing on it, makes it a 1-run game. Really got to put himself in this spot here. Again, fighting it all night with that control, falling behind some hitters. He hit Merrifield to get him on base as well, and still trying to find it here for Tanner Houck. Still got a 1-run lead, though.
You see him kind of moving around, stretching.
Still do got a 1-run lead, but
I don't know, stretching his back, stretching his shoulders. He just hasn't looked, as you guys have pointed out, terrible.
Well, Schwarber tattoo on the wall for a 3-run double. It's only a 1-run contest, and here's Castellanos, who has singled and struck out, and looks at a strike.
Comes back with a 95 on the sinker, which is about as hard as we've seen him throw it tonight.
Yeah. 95. I don't see that much from him anymore.
0-2.
I keep looking up, seeing 67% strike rate. I feel like it's a lot lower than that.
It's also been a lot of foul balls.
Yeah.
Right? Like there have been, it just hasn't had the same finish that we've seen from him in a lot of other outings that have made him so efficient, allowing him to work into the 6th and 7th.
2 out, 2 strikes. And a fly ball off the end of the bat. Duran right there.
all right, so that'll be out number 3. Well, they gave up 3 runs in that inning, so it's now a 4-3 ball game. Still have the lead. So there's that, but not much to feel good about there, other than the fact that you still have the lead. It's an extremely long inning. Tanner Houck's probably not even going to pitch another inning. Maybe one more, but that's it. It's unfortunate.
Hey, Mr. Poacher.
Yeah?
Tired already? Here, have a Red Bull.
And then?
Then run faster.
Oh, Red Bull gives you wings. Listen to every MLB game live.
The deep left center field, it is high, it is far, it is gone.
Stream minor league affiliates.
The Midwest League home run leader.
And watch the best baseball highlights and look-ins on MLB Big Inning. MLB At Bat is your all-in-one live baseball subscription for only $3.99 per month.
Deep left field, it's gonna go. Alvarez ties the game.
Subscribe to At Bat within the MLB app today.
Brickwood is in Birmingham, which is the area that was the climax of the civil rights era, right? Where we saw the videos and the footage of black protesters, nonviolent black protesters, being sprayed with the water hoses and then attacked by dogs. And so you have these images, and then you also have these players that are now on this field combating that. They're not just fighting for how many wins they can get, but they're fighting for their rights to just walk, live freely. It wasn't just entertainment that was played on that field. It was a lot of empowerment.
Well, Phil's fight right back, and it's a 4-3 game. Hits are now even at 7. Two of the best pitchers in baseball, but they're both scuffling.
Just like we thought, 4-3 in the fourth.
Yeah.
Pitchers duel.
Just as predicted. Here's McGuire. He has doubled and scored a run. Again, Red Sox with 5 two-base hits against Aaron Nola. Line to right field. Castellanos trying to close on it. Makes a sliding play. Now number 1. Red Sox still getting a lot of good swings against this right-hander.
I like the aggressiveness. Reese not waiting around. Castellanos makes a nice play. Goes down on that one knee. Yeah, you got to get back on it. We're talking back in that second inning when it was 4-0. There's still a lot of game to go. He's got some dangerous hitters, especially when you load the bases for him. But we'll get back into it, get on top of this guy.
Tom Smith 1 for 1, a single to drive in a run. And the Red Sox strung together 5 consecutive hits in the second. Rafaela on deck. Nola calmed down last inning. Got the Red Sox 1-2-3.
Yeah, he's still throwing that curveball, but not as much as he was earlier when the Red Sox seemed to be sitting all over it. The 4 seams a fastball he throws more, but tonight it's more sinker. Now he's starting to throw his changeup a little bit.
Change there again. 2-1.
I mean, the first couple innings he didn't throw 1.
No.
Now he's throwing about 7 or 8 here in the last couple innings.
Well, last night the Red Sox came from 4-0 down. Tonight the Phillies doing it. They just put up 3. Schwarber striking again. He swears he enjoyed his time here and really loved Boston. Told Jemai that the other day. He's been hurting the Red Sox. That'll be in there for a strike. And 3-2.
Yeah, he likes it here. As you can see the last couple of nights, at least this series.
One out, 3-2 coming. And he's going to take ball 4. Tom Smith is on.
Nice job by Dom. That's one of the things he has been giving. You look up and you see 217 batting average, but usually gives you a really good at bat. He draws a lot of walks. He gets on base. And given where he is, he's not in the middle of the order.
I'm looking at my mom's old tweets right now, and it's putting a smile on my face.
Looking for guys down there to get on base, kind of pass the baton.
Batting stats presented by Travelers Championship. Visit travelerchampionship.com. Cedon with a double and a run. 1 for 1 tonight. Against a guy who typically does not allow much traffic, the Red Sox have had plenty against Nola. Coming into play tonight, he had allowed 60 hits in 84 innings. Less than Tanner Houck in about the same number of innings. That's how good he's been. Home runs will get him on occasion. That's it for strike.
Yeah, giving up 11. As mentioned before, even though lefties hit 168, he's given up 8 home runs. For them very similar plate appearances, only 3 against righties. So
Smith with the lead. And it's 2-2.
You saw Rafaela take a couple fastballs.
Yes.
For strikes.
How about that?
It's a very patient version of Cedon.
Now you can't look at her likes.
Kind of liking this version.
Wait, you can't do that? Wait, you really can't do that anymore on anyone's...
79 miles an hour.
Holy shit, yeah, you can't. Why? That's so weird.
Time now for a strong play to
When did they change that?
Chevy dealers together, let's drive.
Well, this is the double right here that really cleaned up the big 4-run.
When did they take that away? That's so weird.
Gets something up and just sort of pulls on it.
Like, I'm going on some accounts, and some accounts right now have the tab that says likes. Some of them don't, but then the ones that do have the tab that says likes, it just doesn't
Well,
load.
he now has 20 doubles. He came in third in the American League in 2 base hits. 2 more tonight.
Came into this one, his last 10 just swinging it, right? 357. He had 6 extra base hits coming in, 12 runs scored. When he gets going, it changes.
Oh my god, this is a trippy tweet. My mom retweeted a tweet that was apparently from probably the number 88 Hendrick team, but now the tweet says number 5 Hendrick team. But it's about Dale Jr. So
now he's second in the American League in doubles.
He's the guy that makes everything go. But you got guys like Devers that can come out and have huge games. But when this guy has a big game, it just looks and feels different.
my mom did not watch F1. She tweeted about F1. What the hell?
He'll flick that one foul.
We were talking last night about an all-star game for this guy.
Right.
Maybe he's like 262, I think, coming into the series. And I'm like, well, 250, people are going to look at his numbers and fan vote. So you got to get up to close to 280. 274 now.
He heard you.
He deserves consideration.
He does. A lot of good numbers for him. Also 6th in stolen bases with 15. He's running more frequently lately. And home plate umpire nearly rung him up there, didn't he? Alex McKay decided not to. And ball 4.
Oh my God. Oh, did he blink? This is...
Oh my.
This is right there. He's just throwing it back.
Oh my.
Thinking it's a strike all day. Duran is looking at him like, are we all right?
How fortunate.
Okay.
Well, Red Sox catch a break. 1st and 2nd, 2 down.
What's up, Andy? How you doing? Privacy reasons. Something about you should be able to like what you want without fear. I mean, that's always been kind of the beauty of Twitter, though. There is no privacy.
I think everybody was shocked on that pitch, including Durant.
Well, 2 walks in the inning. Including a very lucky one. A dribbler foul. David Hamilton plays college ball at the University of Texas. His dad, also a David, played a couple of seasons in the Reds organization. He was fast too.
I'm on the point of her tweets. I don't know if I ever told you guys about this, but I actually had a 6-month phase where my favorite driver wasn't Kyle Busch. It was Casey Kane. It only lasted 6 months, and then I knocked myself back into reality. I was like 10 years old. I mean, I still obviously cheered on Kyle Busch,
that have
but
just been accustomed, both their teams can just rely on them to get them 6, 7 innings. Well, either one of them going to be lasting too much longer in this one. He's at 79 pitches. Tanner's 77 after 4. It's going to be his 80th pitch right here, 4 innings.
They lead at 1st and 2nd, 2-away, and a 1-2 to Hamilton. And a line drive in left field down for a base.
there you go. There you go. Go, 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 go. There you go. Nice. Hell yeah.
Hamilton coming through. Been doing that a lot lately.
Thoughts on MTJ likely retiring? Let's go! I don't want to get my hopes up, though, because this announcement could be a fraud. It could be a fraud announcement. We might not even retire, you know? You never know until it's official, so I don't want to celebrate yet.
I know this year, maybe in a long, long time. And give Dom Smith some credit. Look at him getting going around third base. Wasn't the greatest throw in the world. Durant takes to your extra base, and the Sox put another one on Nola.
5 runs, 8 hits, and counting.
No action down the pen. You want to just tack on at level and this keep going.
Tyler O'Neill base hit and a ground out. He is 1 for 2. Hamilton will dive back in. Looks like he wants to go.
We saw Stubbs, I think it was game 1. He threw out Tanner Houck, 192 pop time, throws pretty well. This is an area actually where Nola's really improved, keeping runners more comfortable with the slide step.
His 81st pitch here.
What's a crew chief's favorite day?
People talk a lot about pop time and how impressive.
Hold on. Give me a fucking second. Hold the fuck on, Jaden!
But is it an accurate throw?
Well, that's 2 disengagements.
What's a crew chief's favorite day?
We going here, especially with Duran at third base. He got some action.
Duran inching down that line. Hamilton takes off and it's swung on and missed.
Yeah, you're not going to mess with it.
Race day. I don't know.
He already threw over a couple of times with 2 outs. Seen the Red Sox try to steal a run again. Duran.
Leaf Erickson day.
Well, how about grabbing 2 more runs here against Aaron Nola and the Phillies?
10-4. Oh, there you go! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go, Tyler! Yeah! Fuck the Phillies! Fuck the Phillies, you fucking horse! Yeah! Yeah!
His 12th.
His last home run was May 19th. It's been a while. There's been some.
Fuck the Phillies!
Saw a lot of this early in the season, the first 3 weeks, and this is what you got to do. Tack on right now. Nola obviously not feeling himself.
3-run bomb!
Red Sox home run brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today. 430 feet. And a crush job by Tyler O'Neill, number 12. And the Red Sox opening up another 4 spot.
Boy, that's a
That was awesome.
This little cutter, it looks like a little cutter there that he just kind of goes out and gets. This ball got out quick.
Yeah, that was gone immediately. I can tell right off the bat that was a home run.
The Duran ball 4. How vital was that?
Oh, man.
On the miss by McKay.
What an answer, though.
Yep.
Right? Tanner goes out there, gives up a 3-spot. Schwarber the place. You know, the Philly fans getting all excited. You turn around. There's no shutdown inning from Nola. We're putting 4 back on you.
He has given up 8. And a 2.77 earned run average coming in.
Runs are fun. Aren't they?
Jaden, that's a dumbass joke.
1 run's not fun. 2 runs aren't fun.
3's fun.
8's a blast.
3 on an absolute blast. The 2-1 to Raffy. He has hit into a double play and grounded back to the hill. Red Sox got 4 in the second. 4 more here in the 4th inning. Already 9 hits against Nola. The most runs he's allowed all season. And
that's a base hit.
Dropped out for a base hit. Red Sox keep on swinging it. Already 10 hits off him.
Yeah, and they have no action in the pen. He's had 87 pitches. He's one of your guys. He's going to let him fight through it. This guy's struggling to get through 4. Talking about Aaron Nola. I mean, this guy is.
You have something to say?
For a long, long time. He came in here 4th in the National League in batting average against 195, and they're hitting them all over the yard. He's got the best curveball in the game, and they're getting doubles left and right on him.
You just want to say, fuck you.
10 hits.
Soto getting up in their bullpen. And the 10 hits are 1 shy of his career high allowed his entire career. This guy's been a high-quality pitcher over the years.
When we're talking about the left-handed loaded.
That's for you, Jaden.
Because you just figure, hey,
whenever we talk about the crap top.
For 6 or 7 innings.
Look at this. I mean, talking about that missed call, I'm sure that was what McKay was talking about, and Nola said something.
Yep. They were thinking, if we get to the bullpen in the 5th or 6th, we'll take it. That means we got some on. Well, they got a lefty out in the bullpen. We'll see if Cora tries to unload some of the righties he has in his bench, but you'll take that all day long. Get him out early.
Yoshida has flied out and grounded to second. A runner at first, 2 gone, and 4 runs home. Let's go back to that pitch to Duran.
Yeah, 3-1 pitch. That's a strike all day, every day, and who knows what would have happened on 3-2, but that bothered no one.
What you say to Jaden when he says crap top?
Actually, you never know.
89th pitch here. 1-1.
Because it did. Here's ball 4. He's a veteran guy out there, and like I said, whether it got to him or not, I don't know. Hamilton
I just called to say,
3-run Johnson.
Fuck you.
Liner into right field.
There you go. Keep it going.
With a solid base hit. Raphael into third. It's a merry-go-round tonight for the Red Sox. Already 11 hits. And that is 4 consecutive hits.
I'll say to you, I just called to say, fuck you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say, fuck you. I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Here's your hot and ready Crazy Puffs.
Ooh, $3.99 and stuffed with pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah.
I'm in a good fucking mood now, bitches.
My summer. Go long.
Oh. There's more time for fun when you walk in for $3.99 hot and ready Crazy Puffs at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Dynamic air suspension, all-wheel steering, configurable terrain response, effortless in the extreme.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue, one of 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
Listen to every MLB game live.
The deep left center field, it is high, it is far, it is gone.
Stream minor league affiliates.
The Midwest League home run leader.
And watch the best baseball highlights and look-ins on MLB Big Inning.
Trouble. Red Sox with runners on the corners and Valdez about to climb in.
We saw Soto last night. He came in to mop it up. 98 with a slider.
They got the lobster. They got the lobster for next week.
Red Sox trying to add to their 4 runs in the inning. I talked about what a big week this is for the Red Sox, taking on the 2 best teams in baseball. 2 top records in the American and National League. Red Sox have never had a homestand like that. And the necessity to play well. Swinging the bats tonight, as they did last night. Valdez a double and a ground out. 1-1.
This could be the first series win against a team with a winning record. And that's what you're trying to accomplish tonight, which you almost have to go back and be like, really?
Really?
Winning record at the time.
2-1.
A long way to go here. Still some thunder in that Philly line. It's only the 4th. But still, that's what they're trying.
I'm not watching 7 minutes of that.
This Philly team.
Devers at third, Yoshida on at first.
Oh, doesn't have many nights like this.
Liner and a play made by Harper. In foul
Instead of finally in the 4th inning. That was a long, long inning. Especially for pitch clock.
pitch coming your way next.
Hey, Dad. Wanna play?
Okay. I'm not striking out this time.
You're not hitting this pitch.
How was practice?
It was good. I got to play shortstop. I'm kind of nervous about it.
What if I hit you some grounders tomorrow?
Okay.
This is for the game.
Down. That's left field. That's gone.
Good job, man. You crushed it.
You love the players. You love the game. See ya. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
There's different types of chemistry, right? Bunsen burners and beakers and doing this whole skit. There's also chemistry like the three of us possess right now. So, I mean, you can't.
That was
people
so
somehow
sweet.
bottle this up. Ooh.
Let's get it started. MLB Central is sustainable without D-Row and Lauren.
You're my teammate.
Ooh, I can handle it.
You shut up. Just get in on my tricep real quick. You don't like French fries?
How dare you?
Are you ready? I'm ready. I can't wait.
That sounds like a party. Inning 5 presented by Salem 5 Bank. O'Neill with a 3-run bomb, 8-3 Boston. So Tanner Houck getting big time support tonight. 11 hits for the Sox. And Houck will get Harper, Stott, and Sosa in this inning. Bryce Harper's grounded out, flat out 0 for 2. Let's see if Tanner settles in as he approaches 80 pitches. And a liner to left field. Snagged by Duran.
That's out number one. Bryce Harper 0 for 3 tonight now. Not something I expected.
Left. This is one of the areas, too. We talk about the defense you're getting out of Jared Duran. And he's been one of the best defensive outfielders in the league this year. He's been fantastic. But he just goes now, right? They've worried so much about the jumps and the routes and everything else that just react. Just take off. Use your speed. He runs that one down.
Stott's 0 for 2. He's grounded a short and struck out.
Had 9 defensive runs saved for Jared Duran. That's second most in MLB. Behind Varsho in Toronto. He's got plus 12.
Roller toward first, right along the line, and a fair ball. And Stott, a quick out.
That is beautiful.
2 up, 2 down.
Well, it's big for Tanner to kind of find the zone here again. You know, he's at 81 pitches, but can you give me a couple more?
Chester.
It's really the area he ran into problems in that 4th inning.
Chester.
No walks, just fell behind everybody. And was forced to kind of throw middle plate.
Needs a quick inning. Sosa has an infield hit. He scored a run, 1 for 2.
Chester, come back. You're not tricking no one. Get over here.
Out of a green going on there. Lot. That ball was down. No, I had it low. No, I had it down. Okay, sounds good. Move on.
At short, Hamilton. Got him.
That'll be on number 3, so very quick top of the 5th after a very long 4th inning.
This commercial is for shrubs. Those bushes around your house that you probably barely notice. But Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs can change that. With hydrangeas, roses, and more. All tried and tested by experts to ensure your success. So you can replace those plain shrubs with new ones that are more reliable and more colorful. Look for Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs in the right containers at garden centers. Or learn more at ProvenWinnersColorChoice.com.
This guy is
So you can trust what I say. We'll get some special uniforms rushed to the scene to stand around while our cameras film. Our reporter Keith Collins joins us now live from the scene of the bullshit through the use of expensive technology. Good to be with you again, Keith. We have a colorful graphic here that shows instances of bullshit like this are on the rise. Is that right? Yes, although it's unclear. Some say it's because of one fucking reason, others say it's because of some other fucking reason. I talked to this random expert on the subject who told me this thing you're about to hear him say, right after he points at a piece of paper. I spent my entire life.
Whether it's a dream you've had for a lifetime, or a dream that's just getting started, we bring our best to make sure they come true. The Chevy Trax and Chevy Corvette, both recognized as a car and driver 10 best. For every dream, Chevy's got you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Is there to make this story seem somewhat meaningful? Absolutely, Glenn. This bullshit has some broader implications. Here's a list of tips on how to avoid bullshit happening to you. And here's some footage of Congress. Yes, I see that. Well, thank you, Keith. Let us know.
Well, here's some footage of Congress.
Fun nights at the expense of the Phillies, at least to this point, as we go to the bottom half of inning number 5. Lou Maloney, Dave O'Brien, Jabari Webster. 8-3, the Sox. Reese McGuire's contributed with a double. Well, like everybody's had a double.
That hit him.
Get him.
Oh, that was like that hurt.
And he will be sent to first.
He wasn't happy about that.
About it either.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
They're coming out to look at him. I think he's fine,
Soto
though.
throws 98. This is not fun.
Reese McGuire just got hit by that pitch and wasn't happy about it.
Out of the way, but it gets his back elbow, and yeah, Reese wasn't happy about this at all.
No, he was yelling at the pitcher and everything. And I don't think it was intentional. I really don't, but
kind of quickly looks out at him.
Obviously, when you're in that much pain, you don't necessarily think rationally.
Than it is the actual elbow. The elbow, you get really concerned if it's on that forearm. Wouldn't be happy either. 98.
Yeah. Well, he's all right. That's good.
He's going to hang in.
It's going to be all right. Connor Wong stretching out those quads.
So yet another Red Sox base runner. A ton of them tonight. Including the man about to swing, Dom Smith, who was singled and walked. Drove in a run. He scored 2 times. Cesar Rafaela on deck.
You know, the Cora's got all these righties on the bench, but Alvarado's the closer. Strom is their high leverage lefty, so you're going to save it for those guys if they even get in. The idea is for them not to get in this game, and then it's going to be a bunch of righties after Soto, so there's really no rush. You know, to bring your righties in, you save them for late if needed. And you tell your lefties, hey, let's get through Soto, and then you're most likely going to get righties next time up.
Ooh, damn. All right, come on now. Now it looks like you're trying to hit him.
That was 98.
This is just really him more than anything. He's got 13 walks in 19 innings. He throws hard. That 5.12 ERA, because you see a lot of this.
1-2 got a piece of that. That was 99 miles an hour. We saw Alvarado peering from the bullpen. He throws 100 miles an hour.
Strom's really their guy.
He is.
You know, they're 7th, 8th, game on the line like lefties. He's been fantastic for them, and you don't bring him in down 5.
It's ball 2.
Cedar waiting his turn. Nobody out, 1 on. Badly there.
It's ball 3, full count here.
It's missing way in.
3-2.
It's a long game. I feel like it should be in like the 7th inning by now.
Dom Smith, a good night to this point. The lefty's 3-2.
There's strike 3.
In. One gone for the Sox here in the 5th. We take a look at FanDuel's same-game parlay. You can bet $5 and win $178.10.
Not quite the pitcher's duel we thought. 8-3 here in the 5th.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely not. I was expecting a pitcher's duel.
Cedon has doubled and scored and struck out. Getting start time tomorrow night for Game 1 of the Yankees series has been changed from 7:10 to 6:30.
Yep.
Bayo against Heel. Cooper Criswell will go on Saturday and Cutter Crawford on Sunday. Saturday on Fox and Sunday on ESPN.
National games.
Yeah, tomorrow it's going to suck because I actually have to watch the Red Sox-Yankees game on the Yankees channel, which fucking sucks. But I'll deal with it. I've done it before, you know?
Very patient tonight. What are you going to do with your weekend off? Except for tomorrow.
We got a little bit of baseball on Sunday. Going up against an old friend of mine, Steve Lemazny, old Sox guy, his team.
Ground ball through the hole base.
There you go, Cedon. 2 for 3 tonight now.
Red Sox have 12.
He's been hitting better recently. I've been happy to see that.
We just sort of kept challenging him with these fastballs. Cedon swung through the first 2, fouled off the next one. This one was in her half, though. Finds a hole in the middle of the infield. In the bottom third of the order, there's been a ton of traffic from Valdez all the way to Rafael here all night, which has been leading some real damage to the top of the order.
Jaron Durant, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a run. An important walk there in the 4th inning.
You start getting to the beach, too.
Yeah, it's that time, man.
Never too early. Like Saturday,
darn right.
Could be on the... Let's see.
McGuire and Rafaela. I'll be working on Saturday, Lou. I've got the call on ESPN Radio.
Well, I'll be listening. Obi.
You will not.
What do you mean?
You won't listen to 1 out.
What? Of course.
You won't listen to 1 out.
I'd be very disappointed if you were. Check the score on your phone, okay? I know you will. You got plenty to do.
Yeah, I'm a busy man.
You're a busy man. So he had a notion, stayed away on the slider.
I have to pee. So if there's any could end soon,
then the Red Sox
I'd be very happy about that. But also keep scoring them runs. Just get a pitching change.
How about it? You got your passport ready?
Do, sir. Yes.
Yeah, I'm already packed and ready to go.
I've got it. I don't know if they're going to let me in, but I've got the passport. Here's the 1-2. And a miss.
Wow.
Not by much. McKay. Here's the schedule. So that trip coming up Toronto and then Cincinnati.
And Toronto and San Diego.
At homestand. 2-2. And he's got
strike 3.
Strike 3.
So number 2.
2 gone.
Jaron Durant was not happy about that.
Felt like the pitch before they could have got him on that fastball away, but this one here down and in.
Struck out and immediately yelled, "Fuck!"
To it.
They'll bring up David Hamilton, got a base hit as part of that uprising in the 4th inning, drove in a run, stole a base, and he also scored.
I like this about Hamilton, though. He's not going to let lefties sneak a fastball by him. Right? He took a little chance there. He got the slider. It's okay. 1-0 would have been a strike anyway. 0-1 rather.
Rolls out and fouled it off himself. Got a piece of the foot.
Oh, that's not good.
Or the leg there. He's down 0-2.
David Hamilton looks like he's in some pain. Are they... I just saw the goddamn Netflix crew.
And off the top of it.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but they are filming a documentary for Netflix on this Red Sox season.
Sure is.
So here and there, if you're looking closely, you can see the camera crew. David Hamilton's... Yeah, he looks like he's actually in some pain. He's probably be taken out of this game.
It does not feel good.
He fouled that ball off the...
Westbrook's starting to move around.
Yeah, Jimmy Westbrook's looking like he's going to be getting in there.
And the Red Sox dugout.
Would love if he could finish out this AB, but I
I'm not
understand.
sure that would be the play, but you never know. When you get Rafael, a lot of flexibility and move around, reps out of the outfield.
You can do this. Come on, stay in the game.
Hopefully he's all right. Doesn't have to do anything.
Corey doesn't want him to
The difference
stay
is,
in
like,
right
you know,
now.
his legs
I don't
are
think so. No, they're gonna let him. All right, good.
Tools.
Sure are.
Nice.
And now 5-game hitting streak, homered yesterday.
I like this too. This is, are you kidding me? You think I'm coming out of this game?
Yeah.
See the way I've been playing the last 4 weeks, the opportunity I'm getting? No shot I'm coming out of this one. Like it.
Hitting almost 370 the last 3 weeks. As runners at first and second with 2 away. Soto not throwing a ton of strikes, 25 pitches, only 15 in the strike zone. Wave and a miss. That was well outside to strike him out. Then starts.
I got peach so bad.
The Red Sox will strand 2.
Maria and Julio thought their life would never slow down. Then, one day, it finally did. You were made to find inner peace. We were made to track flight prices to paradise.
Brickwood is in Birmingham, which is the area that was the climax of the civil rights era, right? Where we saw the videos and the footage of black protesters, nonviolent black protesters, being sprayed with the water hoses and then attacked by dogs. And so you have these images, and then you also have these players that are now on this field combating that. They're not just fighting for how many wins they can get, but they're fighting for their rights to just walk, live freely. It wasn't just entertainment that was played on that field. It was a lot of empowerment.
The Ninja Thirsty drink system is like having a drink aisle on your countertop. Choose from over 25 flavors, or combine any two and create thousands of drink options at the touch of a button. Customize your flavor intensity. Choose a size, still, or 3 levels of fizz, and Ninja Thirsty will dispense your one-of-a-kind drink.
That was a 430-foot home run from Tyler O'Neill, by the way.
Endless drink options, endless savings. The Ninja Thirsty drink system.
Listen to every MLB game live.
The T-Club center field, it is high, it is far, it is gone.
Stream minor league affiliates.
I'm here with you getting ready for post-game coverage. Hall of Famer Jim Rice will be with me after the game when we will preview the New York Yankees rolling into Fenway Town. Hard to imagine, guys. It'll be the 70th game of the season and the first time the Red Sox and Yankees meet one another. That might be okay this year, the way the Yankees have been playing. They're a very good team. It still just seems strange, doesn't it? There's got to be a better way to put that schedule together. You wait 70 games to face your rival.
It does. It's very strange, TC, and this one lifted by Dahl. Well hit into left, backing up Duran to turn on the track and make the play. You want to see him earlier. You want to spread that out a little bit. And we've mentioned the same thing with Toronto. It's going to be in later before we see Toronto.
It feels right just to play everybody in the East for one series in April, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And then, you know, you wait a couple months if you want, play him again, and then you play him again in September. It is strange waiting to mid-June.
Yeah.
Haven't played Toronto yet either, as you mentioned.
Played a huge chunk already against Tampa Bay. And Baltimore in there for a strike. Merrifield has singled and been hit by pitch and scored a run. Red Sox up 8-3. And as we get the 6th inning underway with 1 down. Merrifield been a really good hitter. He smokes that one into left field. His second knock in this one. Scuffling this year, 188 coming in. But he is 2 for 2.
Yeah, he was 181 coming into the whole series, I think, or under 180. The other night, 1 for 3, drew a couple of walks. Here tonight, 2 for 2.
Really am surprised that Tanner Houck's still in there.
Like he's struggling.
Even with the run support now. I mean, he had that very long top of the fourth inning.
He's going to be happy. They're throwing the hand at the curveball.
He got up to 70 pitches there, but he's only at 86 right now. So yeah, I mean, I guess might as well keep him in.
Hitting the curveball.
It was when Nola was in the game. The Red Sox ripped him. 11 hits, 8 runs against one of the top pitchers in the National League, indeed all of baseball. Bernardino loosening now in the Red Sox pen.
Tanner had a nice 6-pitch inning there in the 5th inning to allow him to possibly get through 6. He's at 88 now. Love to finish.
But yeah, this definitely will be his last inning.
Quality start.
Because Bernardino's getting up.
Tip to the mid.
He's warming up.
On the split. In 1 and 2. His strike percentage has been rising these last couple of innings. It's up to 71% now.
Yeah, I feel like it's been hitter to hitter. You know, in other words, he'll pump 3 or 4 strikes in a row to a guy, but then the next hitter, it's 2-0, 3-1, gets in a little bit of trouble, which is what we saw a little bit in that 4th inning. First couple innings, I just feel like he's fighting it tonight, and he set the bar. You know, I mean, he's been so great this year. You look at him, 5 1/3, 3 runs, and you're like, he wasn't himself.
Fly ball coming in. It's Duran to cover the ground, and right there for round number 2. Tanner Houck's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices.
Like I said, he's just been so good all year long. You see those 8 hits in 5 2/3. They came into this game and guys are hitting 200 off of them. 3 earned runs. You haven't seen that much either. So, but still, good team. Kind of fighting through it. Love to see him finish off this 6 right here.
In there, strike 1 on Rojas, who singled and scored. He's allowed 3 runs, 8 hits this evening to the Phillies. Merrifield on with 2-away. Tied him up.
This was the big hitter in the 4th. The Rojas came up in the 2nd. It was like 1st and 2nd, 2 outs, and he got him. You're like, good. His Schwarber's on deck. Then that 4th inning, hit that chopper over Devers' head. He said, oh, yeah, bases loaded now for Schwarber, right? That was the big at-bat in the 4th.
That was the 3-run double for Schwarber. Got them back in the game. Then the Red Sox exploded for 4 more in the bottom of the 4th inning. Chop toward the middle. Hamilton had plenty of time with a force play to retire the side.
Mystery. Jessie loves playing detective.
But the real mystery was her irritated skin. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. It cleans better and doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
And it's gentle on her skin.
Tide Free and Gentle Liquid is EPA Safer Choice certified.
It's got to be Tide.
You've maintained the same role on the team for a long time, Libra, but you're also willing to go wherever you're most needed. That might mean switching up your position on the field or in the lineup. It could feel unnatural at first, but you're giving yourself the chance to uncover hidden skills that have been lying dormant all along.
Nope.
¡Un misterio! A Jessie le encanta jugar a ser detective.
Pero desde que descubrimos que tiene piel sensible, nosotros también hemos tenido que jugar al detective.
Primero pensábamos que el problema era el perro o algo del exterior.
Pero el verdadero culpable era nuestro viejo detergente. Así que cambiamos a Tide Pods Free and Gentle. Limpian mejor y no dejan residuos irritantes.
Y no tiene colorantes ni perfumes, así que es suave con su piel.
¡Caso cerrado!
Si tiene que estar limpio, tiene que ser Tide Pods Free and Gentle.
coverage cam.
Well, tonight when the Red Sox have 12 hits, none bigger than this one here. This is a 3-run bomb here from Tyler O'Neill. A little cutter that got too much of the plate. And again, the Phillies just put up a 3-spot on you. The Red Sox answer with 4. A big part of that was that 3-run bomb by O'Neill.
Well, Ryan Kerkering coming out of the bullpen, right-hander, throwing the ball very well as of late. Last half of the 6th, Red Sox had 8-3. O'Neill with a base hit along with the home run. I mentioned this a couple of times, but when you come out to the ballpark early and watch Red Sox take batting practice, it is a blast to watch him. And he would like very much to be included in the home run derby at the All-Star game. He'd love to be part of that contest. I like his chances.
Well, if he's healthy, you know, I mean, I think you got to kind of make sure this guy stays in your lineup. You got to give him some time off here and there and DH him once in a while, because you see how important this at-bat can be. And that knee is holding up, and physically everything else is. That home run derby takes a lot out of you.
It does.
And good God, they put that time limit on it. It's like, make these guys take 60 hacks in whatever it is, 3-4 minutes.
Although I do like his fitness level. 2-2. But you're right. A lot of guys come out of that, even the guys who win it, and they go, oh, my swing is a mess.
Yeah, and some of that is, it just sort of turns into mental, too. You know what I mean? After you come out, you like those first couple days after the break and the home run derby, like quick little 0 for 6, 0 for 7, and you start thinking about it.
Turns into 1 for 22. Swung on and missed on a fastball, 98.
This guy's got some good stuff. Fastball's at 98. So Weezy's got a sweeper at 86, which is a hard sweeper. He gets a ton of ground balls. He's been really good for them this year. 188 batting average against.
Raffy 1 for 3 with a single. He's also hit into a double play and grounded back to the hill. Red Sox with 12 hits. Phillies have 8. Bernardino along with Keller in the Red Sox pen.
Well, they're going to have top of the order. Maybe just get Bernardino maybe to get that Schwarber, Castellanos, Harper area. And Keller's up there in case they pop another couple runs.
Rare these days to see Tanner Houck make a start and not go 7.
But he stayed in there at 6.
He did.
Gave up 3 runs. You know, he didn't walk anybody, struck out 5. I still feel like the control got him in some trouble. You know, he didn't walk anybody. But if that's going to be an outing where he's not as sharp as he has been this year, you'll take it all day.
Yeah, and against the Phillies. Big cut and a miss on the sweeper. 3-2. Yoshida on deck. And a payout pitch. Tampa Bay knocked out the Cubs 3-2. Atlanta defeated Baltimore 6-3. Been a different Braves team though this year, hasn't it? 3-2 pitch, and he's going to walk him. Devers on for the second time.
Yeah, a couple big losses, but even before Acuna got hurt, he wasn't swinging it like he can. The team wasn't swinging it like they can. It was almost like it was just a matter of time. They're going to turn it around. They're going to be there at the end. And then Acuna goes down. And you're like, oh. It's just one of those years.
Yoshida's got 1 for 3 with a single. He files that one away. The general manager met with the press the other day, and he said, usually I don't have to do this once the season gets going because we're playing so well. He said, obviously we're not playing well, so we need to talk about it. And then for a strike.
I mean, it's 35-30. Just a very talented team. They're still comfortably at this point, kind of in a playoff spot in that wild card. But He just expected more.
One man out, one man on. Red Sox ahead 8-3. They got 4 runs in the second inning, 4 runs in the fourth inning. Rolls over on that one, fouls it away. So Kansas City beat the Yankees 4-3. Tampa Bay a winner. Atlanta knocking off Baltimore. Inside the AL East, 1-2. He won't chase it. Red Sox will win tonight. Once again, get 1 game over 500. And cut on and missed on the sweep. 2 down.
This kid's got to put on. Look at this sweeper. This looks like a Tanner Houck pitch, right down and in. Big movement from Kirkering. Feel the stop coming in on you. It's at 88 too. That's pretty hard.
Valdez has one of the doubles tonight. Red Sox had 4 of them in the second inning alone. 5 in the first 2 innings. Those are all against Aaron Nola. Tags that one to right field.
There you go.
Castellanos back.
Oh, it's right off the wall. It was almost a home run, but that's going to score a run. That's going to make it a 9-3 game. Hell yeah. Oh, close play at third. He's out at third, but that scored that run.
Rafi, who had drawn ball 4, scores all the way from first base on a shot by Valdez to make it 9-3.
It's a 9-3 game now, but that does end the inning.
First pitch coming your way next.
Hey, Dad. Want to play?
Okay. I'm not striking out this time.
You're not hitting this pitch.
How was practice?
It was good. I got to play shortstop. I'm kind of nervous about it.
What if I hit you some grounders tomorrow?
Okay.
This is for the game.
Down. That's the left field. That's going.
Good job, man. You crushed it.
Let your voice be heard with the 2024 MLB All-Star Ballot presented by BuildSubmarines.com.
Chester?
That's right. You get to decide who represents your team at the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard this summer in Arlington.
He has a feel for the moment, doesn't he? He makes the play.
So make your picks today at MLB.com/vote.
There you go.
Baseball is a sport, pero la verdad es que para nosotros el béisbol es otra cosa. El béisbol es un corrido, un dembow y un reggaetón prendido. Es un plácata bien flácata. Eso es otra cosa. It's the Plátano Power and the Arepa Power. It's a familiar name and juniors who dare to dream big. El béisbol es otra cosa.
What's up at DQ? That guy's going fry first on a $7 meal deal. Ooh, or is it dessert first? These two are debating which $7 meal.
Valdez thrown out at third, but drives in another run.
Yeah, he gets a little hanging sweeper here from Kirkering here. And he drives it, and he gets a little bit of a break, which allows Devers to score because it hits the base of the wall and just kicks by Castellanos. So Devers is able to score. Valdez going for the triple. It was a good relay in there, and they got him. And they're having a little bit of fun with this. He slid. I don't know if he reached third base. They said you got to crawl a little bit further to get there.
It was 9-3. You can laugh about it. Red Sox with 13 hits.
Yeah, you can laugh. 9-3, right?
And 6 of those are doubles. As Keller gets into the game, another guy will throw a lot of sliders.
Yeah, Keller's fastball's bumped a little bit since he's been here, seen them 93 to 95. And he loves that pitch. That slider, you see a lot of it.
Schwarber the batter. Good night from a single and a double. He's had a good series. He's going to continue.
That's going to be a base hit.
Roller into left field for his
Slow
third hit of
roller.
the ball game, a single. Didn't exactly crush it, unlike the 3-run double in the 4th inning.
Slow motion swing. Look at this. He's trying to foul it off. A little one-handed. Look at this. I don't think he was trying to do that. I'm not quite sure what that was, but you will take it all day.
The double that he hit was 113.8 miles an hour. Hardest hit ball left-hander out this year. This hit rolled into left field will not quite match it.
57. I'm not lying. It was 57.
57.
57. Knock through the infield.
Castellanos 1 for 3 with a base hit. Red Sox with a very comfortable looking lead, 9-3 here in the 7th inning.
But you know, they bring over Brad Keller and they like his arm. You know, the fastball's up to 95. That nice little slider, throw a changeup as well. And the first outing they weren't going to alter anything, so I was kind of curious to see how he would evolve.
Hard hit, should be 2.
That'll be a double play.
4-3. 2 down in the 7th.
Nicely done.
It's nice to erase the runner. But you know, you get it to say the laugh, but it's like we bring you over here. We want to try to figure out what works best for you. This ball's smoked. Nice job turning it. Hamilton to Valdez. And it was, okay, do they want him to use the changeup more? Maybe more of a cutter or a curveball? And for the most part, it's been slider dominant with that fastball that's bumped up in velocity at 95.
There's Bryce Harper, hitless tonight. 278 with 15 home runs for the 2-time MVP. Got a brother who pitched in the Nationals organization, never got to the big leagues. Brother Brian was a left-hander. They played together in high school in Las Vegas. He's going to hit this one softly to third base.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
Maybe this was a plan.
I mean, 2 of the strongest guys in their lineup, and
what
a couple of hits like that.
They've been working on these swings. He's having a good time with it. Dom's saying I've never seen anything like it.
The fuck?
At least this was a little bit of a swing, but I haven't seen it like this in a while.
Do we dare say the exit velocity on this is 42.5?
These are 2, like you said, as far as bat speed goes.
Flared down the left field line by Stott. Long run for Duran, sliding for the corner.
We didn't get that?
Could not get to that one.
Okay.
42.5. The last 2 hits, Schwarber, the 3rd quickest bat speed in baseball, 57. Bryce Harper, 42.
Has he ever hit one that soft in his life? Even when he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated as a teenager, he was hitting them harder than that.
Those are some of my exit velocities. What are these 2 doing?
2 down and a man on. Total of 23 hits in the game. So much for the pitcher's duel. Tanner Houck did a nice job hanging in his 6 innings. As he allowed 3 runs. Didn't walk anybody once again, even though his command wasn't the way it typically is. He stayed away from ball 4. Just doesn't let that hurt him.
No, he does a nice job. You know, control and command, right? You have control. You're not throwing, you're not walking guys, but the command wasn't there. And again, he would bounce back from hitter to hitter. Just nothing but strikes to a couple of guys, and all of a sudden fall behind 2-0, 3-1. It's really just more about setting a bar and watching it every night and just almost expecting him to dot every single pitch to get ahead of every single pitch.
Not fair, but
no, it's not.
That is the standard he set for himself. ERA now 2.08.
Still really good. Nice to count on that every night, isn't it? It goes
every 5 days. Just been so good. as you mentioned, the All-Star game is in Arlington, Texas, so the Lone Star State is calling. Knocked down the left field line foul.
And really, he's probably got a couple more starts, 3 more. Definitely 3, right? I don't know if he's going to have a 4th or not. So now all of a sudden, these next starts are 2. People will start looking at some of these numbers and start making decisions.
Yep. Again, gently hit. Valdez will gobble it up and get it.
Got number 3.
Light singles. 9-3 Boston.
You love the players. You love the game. See ya. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
This guy is off the chart special.
This guy is as scorching hot as anybody in baseball. What a masterful performance.
He is on some kind of level right now.
Is this guy any good or what? And a roar to end this evening. Absolutely sensational tonight.
Let your voice be heard with the 2024 MLB All-Star Ballot presented by BuildSubmarines.com.
That was hit a time.
That's right. You get to decide who represents your team at the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard this summer in Arlington.
Oh, what a shot. He has a feel for the moment, doesn't he? He makes the play.
So make your picks today at MLB.com.
WB Mason Shipping and Packaging Supplies delivered fast, no expensive freight charges. And by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. Red Sox scoring 4 times in the second, 4 more in the 4th inning. 3-run shot there by O'Neill. The big blow. Jeff Hoffman, we're getting a look at him for the first time in the series. He is number 5 in ERA in the National League among relievers. Under 1.
This guy's been one of the better relievers in the game. So he's pretty much the right-handed setup guy, and then Strom is the left-handed setup guy, and both of them very similar. .93 ERA.
Reese McGuire has doubled, flied out, and been hit by a pitch.
Fastball's at 96. He loves his slider. He's got a little split that he's going to show to lefties.
Dom Smith on deck, and then set on Rafaela here in the 7th. Fastball, and he went chasing. Down to go strike 3.
Tomorrow, don't miss an iconic matchup presented by Yuengling Traditional Lagers. The Red Sox host the AL East leading Yankees with their pregame coverage beginning at 5. First pitch will be at 6:30, only on NESN.
For a very quick game, and then we can watch the Celtics.
Oh, yeah. It's over tomorrow.
They're very confident.
They're better. It's a better team. I can play better defense than Luka.
He's been complaining about the officiating. You know they're in trouble. Deep trouble. 1 out, base is empty. That's going to get him. Got hit by the pitch. So Dom is on again. 3rd time. He's had a good night at the plate.
Keeps getting on base. Got a knock and an RBI, a walk. And now he takes This sweeper off the back toe.
So a man aboard with one out, and Sadon is next. He has one of the 6 Red Sox doubles tonight. 9-3 Boston in the 7th.
It was close.
That wasn't close, Lou. It was not close.
I mean, he was right there.
Honestly,
it was almost taken off. Look at that.
It was nothing.
Will Fleming.
Nothing.
Right at him. Joe Castaic. Save him. He's a Hall of Famer.
I think it's Joe that would save Will. Smith, the base runner, 1 out. Gave it a thought, but he checked.
We'll see down up to that 221 mark here. It was battling that Mendoza for a while, right? 195, 198, 202, and it just slowly, steadily climbing. 221.
Fouled at home plate. 2-2.
He's adjusted his hands. He's lowered him a little bit. Very similar to Devers. Kind of always had him over his helmet.
Sadon's up.
Down a little bit.
It's 2 for 3 tonight, which is really good for him.
Limit some movement.
I think 221 is his highest average of the year so far.
Might see some of those adjustments next year, but let's try to reduce that. See it a little bit longer.
To put him away. Second strikeout in the inning by the right-hander. 2 gone.
It's just gas. Not much of a leg kick here with 2 strikes. Just kind of gets it up, puts it down, but it's by him.
Batting stats presented by Stop and Shop. Jaron hitting 273, 5 home runs, pair of doubles and a walk here tonight after 3 hits last night. Looks like he is in a hot streak, the beginning of one. He has been very streaky, but he's hitting 378 this month.
Just took a shot there. Guess it did red. They kind of regroup after seeing the sweeper.
Off the end of the bat, and it's 0-2.
Let's see the offense getting going here the last couple of days. And of course, getting some bodies back. There's more of a presence in this lineup. Should get Abreu back as well over the weekend. That only adds another big bat.
There's Willier. He's been missed.
Oh, has he ever? He's been outstanding both offensively and defensively.
We watched him take BP the last couple of days. It was really good.
And I think they're debating whether they want to give him 1-game rehab or just roll him out there. See what they decide to do.
Watching him swing in batting practice. He looks ready right now. 1-2 off the plate. All even. Of course, he was injured just going down the dugout steps and turned the ankle. No, it happens.
And you thought you dodged a bullet because you finished that game and you said, okay, whew, thank God, that can't afford that. Next thing you know, the next day he's on the IL.
2-2 and a fly ball, pretty well hit, but it's Rojas backing up for it to make the catch. A hit batsman and 1 left.
This commercial is for shrubs. Those bushes around your house that you probably barely notice. But Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs can change that. With hydrangeas, roses, and more. All trialed and tested by experts to ensure your success. So you can replace those plain shrubs with new ones that are more reliable and more colorful. Look for Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs in the white containers at garden centers. Or learn more at ProvenWinnersColorChoice.com.
Rated E for everyone.
This is what you've been waiting for, folks.
This guy is off the charts special.
This guy is as scorching hot as anybody in baseball. What a masterful performance.
He is on some kind of level right now.
Is this guy any good or what?
And a roar to end this evening. Absolutely sensational tonight.
Listen to every MLB game live.
The deep left center field, it is high, it is far, it is gone.
Stream minor league affiliates.
The Midwest League home run leader.
And watch the best baseball highlights and look-ins on MLB Big Inning. MLB At Bat is your all-in-one live baseball subscription for only $3.99 per month.
Deep left field, it's gonna go.
Red Sox enjoying things tonight against the Fightin' Phils. 9-3. The Sox have a big lead. And late as we go to the 8th inning. Tanner Houck in line for what would be his 7th win.
Yeah, I thought this game was going to reach 3 hours. Now it looks like it might not.
Bats have exploded for the second night in a row. They get 8 runs last night, coming from 4-0 down to win that game.
Probably not.
The Red Sox took the early lead, 4-0. Then suddenly it was 4-3, and then the Red Sox again scored 4 times.
If we could take 2 out of 3 from the fucking Phillies, man, I'll be really happy about that.
In this homestand, you get 2 teams that can explode at any point. No lead safe.
Popped into right. O'Neill coming on, makes the catch. Got it in the webbing.
Too bad I didn't get to see the second game, because that looked like a fun one. Besides the final 2 outs, I watched the final 2 outs of it.
They're kind of battling this knee, but still fighting through it. He's out in right field, kind of runs this one down. Does a nice job keeping that eye on it. A little snow cone, but then he pops it right back in. Let's get the first out here in the 8th.
David Dahl, 0 for 3.
You knew with these 2 teams coming in, there wasn't going to be too many, 2-1, 3-2 victories, right? It's going to have to be a couple of 8 spots, which is what you put up here the last couple of nights, 8 and then 9, or 6, 7 in that range.
Red Sox doing it against an outstanding pitching staff. Certainly these last 2 games.
Well, they got another one tomorrow. Luis Gil has been fantastic for the Yankees.
Yes, he is 8-1 coming in. Been a huge story for New York with a 2.04 ERA. That'll be strike 3. 2 up and 2 down. Pitch Zone presented by Mika.
Well, Tanner Houck gave you 6. He gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, but still no walks. And his 5 strikeouts. See that big sweeper. And he got him again, a little back door. He's going to get Schwarber down and in with it. And then a little sinker up and away that Stock cannot hold up on. And there's a split. Again, he was good. He was good. He has set the bar where you're just sort of like, he gives up 3 and you're like, right?
It doesn't go 7, so you're like, Tanner Houck, you always go 7.
Yeah.
Apparently, J.D. Martinez just hit the first walk-off home run of his career. That is actually crazy. Dom just texted me that.
Yeah, for him, kind of a gutsy effort tonight. Didn't have his best stuff, but he persevered.
And this is big right here, too. Right? I mean, Tanner gives you 6. If Keller can...
He has like over 300 home runs.
Yankee series, everybody ready to go.
Right field with a couple of hits. He'll fly that one to right. O'Neill another play. And that's a fast inning here in the 8th.
I just love his swing. One of the best hitters in the game. He's got style. He's got swag. He continues to hit and do whatever they need.
Oh, Bichette swinging and doing his thing. At the wall, and it's gone.
He does a lot of things right, making it look easy. The hair is perfect. Absolute damage at the top of Toronto's order.
So we go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-3.
casa rodeados de tejidos. Y aunque nos vayamos, nuestros olores se quedan. Es la transferencia de olores. Si no haces nada, esos olores quedan atrapados en las telas y liberan malos olores. Necesitas Febreze Fabric Refresher. Con su fórmula comprobada, tendrás un poder que combate los olores y deja una frescura que seguirás disfrutando por horas. Mientras más lo uses, más fresca quedará tu casa. Febreze Fabric Refresher.
Chevy Truck's advanced camera technology lets you see over, under, through, down, and any other direction you may need. Up to 8 available cameras and 14 views. So you can focus on the view that really matters. Don't miss a thing. Chevy's got you. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Citizens made ready. And by Salem 5 Bank. Salem 5, the official bank of getting things done. Festive feel in the ballpark tonight. 9 runs will do that against Philadelphia. And Ruiz coming out of their bullpen. He took the loss last night, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits.
Yeah, he came in when Sanchez was struggling, left a couple runners on in the 5th inning, and he just made it worse. A few knocks.
David Hamilton 1 for 4, RBI single and a steal, hitting .295. O'Neill on deck. Red Sox closing in on a W, which would put them 1 game over. And now 34-34. McKay, strike 3. 1 down.
Tomorrow at 5 p.m., don't miss the Ford F-Series Friday Night Fenway as TC goes one-on-one with Alex Cora.
It's always a great chat.
TC and AC.
Indeed. O'Neill with the home run, also a single. Looks like that knee has bounced back for Tyler O'Neill. Certainly looked it in the 4th inning on a massive home run, 430 feet.
7 for 15 now since he's come off that IL, and sort of get a quick little reminder here tonight with that 3-run bomb, how important he was for you the first 3-4 weeks of the season.
Right, you're like, oh yeah. Sharply hit but foul. And he's going to get a new bat. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
Well, here it is. Phillies had put 3 spot to make this a 4-3 game. And then Tyler O'Neill took care of it, 108-4 off the bat. Smoked this ball 430 feet to left field. Put the Sox back up 8-3.
Took us like 3 years to get the little dude to bat, right? For the first 3 years we were doing this,
yep,
he didn't have a stick.
Just this guy standing.
Like, how did he do it? Somebody came up with the budget to get the guy a bat. The breaking ball swung on him, his strike 3 and 2 down. Here it is. Finally.
So he didn't have a bat before?
We did this for 3 years, Lou, and the little dude never had a bat, but would hit it 430 feet.
That's impressive.
Onto itself, it is. Now, finally, someone came through the check. And we got that guy a bat.
That's awful nice of him.
2 down for Raphael. He was 1 for 3 with a walk and a run. Red Sox not only trying to take a series from a winning ball club, but a team with the best record in the National League in front of the Yankees. They are record-wise behind the Yankees, but Yankees coming in next. Golfs that shot into right field. Castellanos.
Oh, that's a base hit. There you go.
The wall on
to skip.
That'll be a double.
For another Red Sox double. That's the 7th of the ball game.
Nice.
Everybody ripping doubles.
Doubles everywhere. He goes down and gets it. Boy, does he hit this ball hard. 109 off the bat. And just
I miss Chris Martin.
Look, he's out in front of it.
I miss Coldplay.
He's able to stay back.
I hope he's doing all right.
Castellanos gets a little break, bounces back to him nice, but Devers hustling all the way, trying to get the second.
For the Red Sox, a season-high 7 doubles in one game. Yoshida looking for the RBI, 1 for 4 with a single. Red Sox have 14 hits, and half of them are 2 base hits tonight. Maybe you would not have figured that with Aaron Nola starting for the Phillies. One of the best pitchers in baseball. He was 8-2, 277 coming in. Gave up 11 hits, 8 runs, and 3 2/3. And swung out and missed for strike 3. Red Sox will strand 1. That's the end of 8.
All right, we go to the we go to the 9th inning. The Phillies will have their last chance to try to do something to win this game.
Baseball is a sport, pero la verdad es que para nosotros el béisbol es otra cosa.
El béisbol es un corrido, un dembow y un reggaetón prendido. Es un plácata bien fuácata. Eso es otra cosa.
It's the plátano power and the arepa power. It's a familiar name and juniors who dare to dream big.
El béisbol es otra cosa.
Víctor, ¿por qué sigues viviendo con olores? Regresa y refresca tu baño al instante con Febreze Air Mist. Es verdad, el vino rocío de Febreze se queda flotando en el aire más tiempo. Y rápidamente llena la habitación para ayudar a eliminar hasta los olores más fuertes. ¿Apesta el pescado frito de la comida? Frescura instantánea. ¿Huele a gamer adolescente? Frescura instantánea. Usa el ambientador Febreze Air Mist y haz que tu hogar huela fresco y limpio todo el tiempo.
Mike's Amazing is the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox. You pick it up at Market Basket today and bring home the Fenway experience. Mike's Amazing, when it's on, it's on. And we are on to the 9th. Red Sox have had a great time tonight. 9-3, beating up on the Phillies.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I said before, runs are fun, right? I feel like it's you go to a football game, defense gets the crowd into it. I feel like you come to a baseball game, offense wakes everybody up.
Sure.
You know, start putting up 8-9 runs, energy in the building.
He did hold. Stubbs with a hit. He's gone 1 for 3. Keller's 2-1.
Sure, there's a nice job of Keller if he can finish it off. You know, he comes into this game, it's 9-3, and how many times in the past have we seen, okay, next thing you know it's 9-5, now it's 9-6, next thing you know Bernie's up, Jansen's up, and you're using guys in a game that you really shouldn't use it. The guy can go and do his job, and now he can stay fresh for a big weekend against the Yankees.
Sure. Too much of that last couple of years.
Yeah, but Keller and Chase Anderson have both done a really nice job of kind of not creating those situations and being able to save a bullpen and walk into a series fresh.
3-2. And down it goes. Foul tipped and held by McGuire for the strikeout. 1 on the 9th.
This little fastball. This got a little cut to it. Just blows it right by him. four-seamer. We see a little break in.
Weston Wilson's going to pinch hit for Rojas. With the bases empty and one down here in the ninth inning. They would line that one foul. They called him up from AAA about a week or so ago. He was hitting .211 for the Iron Pigs.
That's another Iron Pig.
1-2. Came into the booth tonight hoping there would be a couple of Iron Pig caps waiting for us in neat little boxes here. Didn't happen. Heartbroken.
The last couple nights, I don't think there are people too happy.
I don't think so. Forget about it. No freebies. One man out and a 2-2 on the way to Wilson. He'll pop this up.
And that's going to be out number 2.
And a play here for Smith on the warning track. And 2 gone.
And
in the ninth inning.
One more out.
Yeah, it's a nice couple of nights here for the Red Sox. Got the bats going a little bit, especially last night when you're trailing in that game. Had a lot look like the first one. We just sort of let the game go very quiet offensively. Nope, they answered quick. They put up a 5 spot in the 5th. They went on to win that game. Came back out here against a guy like Nola. Really put some great at-bats. Hit his best pitch, the curveball, all night. It's a good series win here for the Red Sox.
Kyle Schwarber, 3 hits tonight. 3 for 4, hitting .249. Another good crowd too, 34,007. And a lot of Philly fans came for the series. They travel quite well.
And if you're the Phillies, you lose a series, but you could also, you get some guys down. They should be getting Turner back soon. We'll get Marsh back at some point. Realmuto, probably more like a month.
Right, in a month or 2, you expect them to go on one of those runs where they win, 21 out of 27.
Yeah, Rob Thompson knows he's still got that great staff. He got some bats coming back.
2-2.
You got a record that they have just sort of walked out of here. No big deal. You jump on the plane, you go home, and you realize you're still a very good team. It was a big series here for the Sox.
3 balls, 1 strike on Schwarber.
And that's going to walk him.
He's on again for the 4th time in the game. So he's enjoyed his return to Fenway, certainly. After the 2 home runs in game 1 and then a hit last night.
It's always nice to play in your hometown. Kyle from Waltham. Boston area, he feels comfortable.
Yeah, Lou.
Family in the crowd.
He admitted he still hears it. I think he likes it.
Yeah.
Certainly when he comes back to Fenway.
So Kyle from Waltham is Kyle Schwarber when he was on the Red Sox in 2021 for like 2 months. Jared, like my favorite YouTuber, Red Sox YouTuber.
Castellanos 1 for 4, a base hit way back in the 3rd inning.
Like Kyle Schwarber's from Ohio. He's literally from Ohio. But I don't know how it started actually on the podcast, but like Kyle from Waltham somehow came up that he's from Waltham, Massachusetts, and everyone just stuck with it. So Waltham is now where he's like from. There we go.
This one going away, and they take the series 2-1 over the Phillies.
Talk about it's a big week, it's a big homestand. You came out here and took care of this first one.
2-1 over the Phillies.
Talk about it's a big week, it's a big homestand. You came out here and took care of this first one. That's very nice. Best team in the National League. You take 2 out of 3. The bats wake up. Tanner Houck was good. He was good against a good team. And then give Keller some credit to finish it up. 3 straight shutouts to rest that bullpen for a big weekend here against the Yankees.
Here they come, the Yankees for 3. This Red Sox win presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. TC and Jim coming away next.
That's where you'll find me.
El béisbol es otra cosa.
'Cause I love that 31.
El béisbol
No, we're
es un
playing it.
corrido,
We're
un
playing it.
dembow y un reggaetón prendido. Es un plácata bien fuácata. Eso es otra cosa.
It's the Plátano Power and the Arepa Power. It's a familiar name and juniors who dare to dream big.
El béisbol es otra cosa. Rafael Devers stands in the batter's box.
Story. I'm gonna tell you about my town. I'm gonna tell you back to that story, baby. I'm gonna talk about my town. And down by the river, by the banks of the river, Charles.
You love the players.
That's where you'll find me. With lovers and muggers and thieves.
Lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more.
Well, I love that dirty water. Oh, Boston, you're my home.
Authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.
Frustrated woman, in by 12 o'clock. Wishing and hoping. Well, I love that dirty water. Boston, you're my home.
This is your captain speaking. We'd like to welcome you on board MLB The Show 24. Where gamers can play as their favorite baseball teams and create custom plays. Welcome out to our Wasabi Fenway.
Love that dirty water. Boston, you're my home.
Since 1898, nobody does better. Tom Kelly along with Hall of Famer Jim Rice. That's more like it.
Well, I love that dirty water.
Season high 7 doubles against one of the best pitchers in the National League. Aaron Nola is the real
Love
deal.
that dirty water.
Getting up for those good pitchers.
Love
and of
that
course, you know, you're
dirty
playing at home, you got a
water.
little momentum going behind you,
Love
and you
that
just see the ball a
dirty
little better. Sometimes you
water.
see the ball a little better than other days.
Nola rolled into
That's a
this
good
one.
song.
What was his ERA? 2.77. This guy had been dominant. And you take a look at what he did tonight against the Red Sox. Didn't make it out of the 4th inning, Jim. 11 hits, matched the season high, or 9 innings. 8 earned runs, matched the season high. That is the season high, rather. And the 2 strikeouts.
It was a good time tonight. Gotta love a win.
10 strikeouts a game.
You really do. Let's read off some
And
stats.
when you're not hitting your spots, this is what's going to happen. May not as much damage
Oh
as
my
you thought
God.
was going to happen, but it happened
I
tonight.
forgot to fucking turn off the
Together
timer.
a big second inning, and that really set the tone tonight. The doubles were flying up bats of Red Sox hitters. And Manuel Valdez going opposite field there, smacks the wall. You got a double with 1 out.
I mean, when he's at his best, he's hitting the ball left. And plus, like I said the other night, the man got a little juice there, but I think when he goes from gap to gap, instead of trying to get that ball over to the right side, rolling a little bit, he's pretty good.
Reese McGuire follows up. He hits a double as well. Red Sox would get a total of 3, or make it 4 doubles in the inning. This one makes it all the way to the wall for the bullpen. You got a 1-0 lead.
That's, and you got cool hand Luke out there. He wants that one run.
He needed a bunch
All right.
He wasn't as best, but he was able to gut it
So.
out. But you got 2 great pitchers on the mound, and the offense was flowing. Dominic Smith going to follow RBI single here as he just
For the
gets
Phillies,
that one to
Aaron
drop
Nola
it in
pitched
there.
3 2/3 innings, gave up 11 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs. Got totally fucked up this game, and he's really good, honestly. He really is. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Gave up 1 home run, and went from I think a 277 to a 380 or 348 ERA. So yeah, you got fucked up tonight. Gregory Soto pitched 1 1/3 inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 3 guys, has a 4.79 ERA. Orion Kierkering pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, struck out 2 guys, has a 1.52 ERA. Jeff Hoffman pitched 1 inning, struck out 2 guys, has a 0.90 ERA. And then Jose Ruiz pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 3 guys, has a 2.76 ERA. The Red Sox, Tyler O'Neill had that 3-run home run earlier. That was awesome.
100%. And he gets on base.
Jaron Duran had 2 RBIs.
Playing his head up. He's playing the outfield pretty good. Not swinging at too many bad pitches. I think sometimes he may get in a moment that he want to be,
and then David Hamilton, Reese McGuire, Tyler O'Neill had 3 RBIs.
Then again, you have to come back down.
Reese McGuire had 1. David Hamilton had 1. Tom Smith had 1, and Emmanuel Valdez had 1.
Gave up the 4 runs. 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd inning. Now it's starting to be a little
Tanner Houck pitched 6 innings tonight, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, struck out 5 guys, has a 2.08 ERA. And then fucking Brad Keller pitched 3 innings tonight, which means he got the save. Gave up 2 hits, 3 walks, or 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and has a 4.91 ERA. So yeah, that's where we're gonna end this shit here, y'all. Fun times tonight. I'll be live again probably tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night. Probably not tomorrow night because it's probably going to rain tomorrow night for the Red Sox. But if it does happen, then I'll be live for it, you know. If it gets postponed, I'll be live for the NBA Finals. So that's just the way it's going to happen. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end this. I want to thank you bitches for watching, and peace out.